interesting ones like this. Yeah, so you don't think family at all?
No, I do think like some. I think honestly, is this daughter. I meant the daughter, not Savannah. That her sister looks kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Did you hear the theory? Well, the Ashley Banfield source that said that the brother-in-law has something to do with it, or he's a prime suspect.
yeah.
I always wonder if people don't hear that, if then they would think the sister, you know, if they had not heard that from Ashley Banfield, if they would think
I
that.
would have. I would have. I said that even before that, and I'll tell you why. Because with our experience in true crime, what's the first thing that we do?
But we look into people. Is that what you're
Right.
saying?
But well, I mean that, and what? Where was she last, and who was the last person to see her?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that does, but the timeline just doesn't match up with that. Is what I can't. I don't know. I don't get it. Why drop her off at 9:50 and then come back at 2 o'clock in the morning? I can't.
Much more easier to kidnap someone when they're stunned, sleepy, than getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah, than an 84-year-old woman. Like, I feel like anytime she's pretty vulnerable, you know?
You'd be surprised. You're still able to, like, you lie in bed, you wind down, you know what's really going on. But if you're in a deep sleep, heck, maybe she takes a little sleepy pill to get a good night's rest. Throw a fucking, I don't want to be graphical, but throw a pillow sheet over her face, and the rest is history. I mean, it's a lot easier to do when the
So,
person is in a deep sleep.
no, okay, so I can understand that. Okay. I get maybe, and even possibly more so, like, it not being so suspicious because you drop her off and then 2 o'clock in the morning she's gone. But still, it seems weird. It just seems weird. So, do you think this was an accident or it was planned if it was family?
Hell no, no accident.
Or planned?
Of course.
Yeah.
How can it be an accident? I don't understand. How's it an accident?
Not like
How
an
do you by
accident,
accidentally steal
not so
someone?
much an accident, but like more so like not planned. Like it was something that
I
they
I think it was. No matter what, it was always planned 100%.
okay.
I think that
Spontaneous
I think
accident.
that somebody could possibly, if the ransom ain't real, someone is using it to their advantage now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think
I mean, I just keep going back to, like, why are they constantly going back and forth from Annie's house? It just, to me, and they've taken stuff out of Annie's house. I don't know.
who said she's stolen though? I mean, is she stolen or was she like
Yeah, we really don't know
alive
if
and
she
they
was.
moved her body? You know, there's tons of different scenarios that it could be.
And here's the other thing, though. If it was, but see, the thing is, I think we're still under the impression. I think we are still under the impression that there was some sort of, um, I don't want to say tiff, but, like, there was some kind of struggle, as the sheriff said, correct? Possibly the red stuff, but it seemed like there was some sort of struggle.
Yes.
Do we still agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, so that to me kind of makes me kind of like say, okay, well, drops my percentage of it being immediate family, but it's just a lot easier. It's just a lot easier to, if it was family, like, oh my God, mom, you gotta come with us. Annie's not feeling well. You gotta come over and take a look at her. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong? Okay, sure, I'll come. Next thing you know, we're not going back to Annie's house. We're switching you over to fucking Johnny, and Johnny's gonna go hide you until we get what we want. Just saying. If it's family, if it's family, she'll never be found alive. 100%. That's what I believe. If it's family, she'll never be found alive. Obviously.
Yeah.
What up, twin?
Hey, I don't. Did you guys? Oh, sorry.
Hold on, internet. Wait, let's give twin a chance. Go
So
ahead.
I don't know if maybe you guys already talked about this. I kind of just came in, but did you guys already debrief the video, the most recent video?
About they're willing to pay?
Yeah. And so my theory on it, I don't know, is it okay if I share my theory?
Of course.
I'm thinking that my theory on this whole thing is, and it might be crazy, but I truly think after that last video that she's no longer alive because of the way that the family was presenting and the fact that one of the things that Annie said was, or not Annie, the Savannah said was, we understand. So I'm thinking she's trying to say it as like, we understand, like there might have been like a family issue going on or something like that, which she probably really doesn't understand, but saying that to appease the person, like, okay, we understand why you did this, which really she doesn't. But, and then she says that we need to have her back to celebrate with her. So celebrate, it's the only way that we will have peace and we will pay. So first off, she wanted to pay because she needed proof of life. And I feel like in the second note that maybe something was said, or maybe since she didn't pay, she's no longer with us, and that she's willing to pay to have the body back to be able to celebrate, and that's the only way that they'll have peace. And she said it's very valuable to us. So like very valuable that her body is back so they can celebrate and have peace. And they're willing to pay for her to have her body back with them. That's just my opinion. I might be crazy, but I don't know. That's just what's sticking.
No, you're fine. You're fine for thinking that.
I'm gonna play it one more time. I do agree, twin. I think it's something along that line, or it's just like it. Yeah, it has to be. The wording is so weird. But let me play it again because everyone keeps it's so short.
We will.
Keeps on asking.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us and we will pay.
Play it one more time.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us and we will pay.
Yeah, the wording.
Yeah, and like their whole demeanor changed too, in a sense. Like before she had said, we will only pay if there's proof of life. And now she's begging for her return, as far as return her, bring her back to her family. And then at the end, at first, they say like, we will pay, like whatever. But now she's saying, or at first she was saying they won't pay unless they see proof of life. And now she leaves the we will pay to the end. Like, bring her back to us, return her so we can have peace and celebration. And then at the end, pauses and says, we will pay.
Yeah, that was like all intelligence ran. Like the intelligence literally probably even wrote that for them. But if you notice, they reiterated the word "will pay" twice. Celebrate, obviously. So what I believe in my opinion is they're at the point saying now we're gonna pay you rather you give us her dead or alive, or excuse me, unalived or alive. That's what I got from that. I mean, yeah, that's what I got from that. Do you guys agree or no?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
I agree. Yeah.
this whole case is.
They've come to the point now where they're saying, you know what? Like again, we'll pay you, dead or alive.
Yeah, and I still think that it's somebody that they possibly might know just by the way that, I don't know, that they're speaking with it. Maybe not, but just the we understand portion, you know.
Yeah,
And that,
I personally don't think it's someone that they know. Only because if it's someone that they know, those people would definitely go get looked at.
yeah, true, that's accurate. I don't know. It's just, and it seems weird to me that like they're saying, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be super interesting whenever it comes out of what actually did happen. But I definitely feel like obviously there was something in that second note that proved something to them drastically that now they're like, we will pay. Like exactly what you're saying, dead or alive, or unalived or alive.
Yeah, but also too, it's starting to get like it's starting to go back fuzzy again because they didn't meet the 5 o'clock deadline yesterday. They said we're gonna give you another deadline on Monday. Well, we're only at Saturday, so what's happening? Are they getting close? Are the feds getting close? Are they? You know what I'm trying to say? So I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. That's something like, are we all in agreement that prior to this today they said that they were going to be coming back on Friday? I mean, excuse me, on Monday? Or am I listening to something totally different?
Yeah, and I'm
It
wondering
was
if it's
Monday
because
as the second deadline, yeah.
Correct. And now all of a sudden Saturday they decide they're going to throw out another one.
because
Yeah,
I'm
it's
wondering
all
if it's because they didn't meet that deadline and now they had sent
Well, no, they
something that
said
showed.
well, the thing is they specified that if they don't meet the 5 o'clock tomorrow, there's going to be a more serious one on Monday. But now
Yeah.
we're on
exactly
Saturday.
without a time.
So there was another letter sent though yesterday. Another ransom note was sent yesterday.
Right. And
Yeah,
that's
and
what
I
I'm
think
getting
there was
at
stuff in that.
is if since they didn't meet the deadline, they sent that second letter like, hey, you didn't meet it. Here's her quote unquote demise. And now you need to pay to be able to get her returned back to you.
Right.
But
I don't
that's
know.
why
I
I'm
can
starting to
see
say
both
like
sides of
the
it.
integrity of the ransom is starting to get fuzzy again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's making me believe that maybe it's not as serious as it is to do with the ransoms. The person they caught fake was totally separate. That was totally different altogether. That was basically after the very first send out. Some dumbass from fucking California went out and said, whatever, and that dude was caught. So, but besides that guy, like, I don't know. But I mean, there's a panel here, so you guys just speak amongst yourself. I'm just saying, I don't think, that's my opinion. I think it's starting to get a little fuzzy now.
So I think the word celebrate was more of a code word in the ransom.
Yeah, because the word celebrate can consist of you get your money, we get my mom, we're both going to celebrate. So they try to use words that are catchy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and
yeah,
it was just weird how they haven't said anything similar to that ever before. And then all of a sudden now the family, like, if you listen, they kind of emphasize a little bit on celebrate. And it sounds like maybe in the ransom they said use this as a code word or whatever. And the news reported that there was sensitive information in the ransom this time. So I wonder if they are saying, like, she is no longer with you, but you need to use the word celebrate.
I'm still not okay with ransom because in what world would you give 2 deadlines?
I mean,
I would
it's
say
not
the
it's not
ransom is
unusual because again, if you base it on the movies, your phone will ring in 24 hours, and then it'll
Yeah,
ring again.
Yeah,
to
15
or like
get
a
2
hours.
cell phone gets put in your pocket,
Right. Yeah. Or in your
yeah,
pickup
but to
truck.
give
Did you notice in the video too, she says it is very valuable to us? She doesn't say
She
she.
says
She said
this.
it.
No, she
Right.
said
And
this.
and
This
that's
is
where my
very
theory
valuable.
came on with like
Yeah,
celebrating
what's
her
valuable?
life.
Right. That's what I said.
her
Like
body.
she is. I know. I thought it's so
Yeah.
weird. I feel like at the end of this, everyone we're gonna have like the plot twist, and we're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I didn't see that coming."
I think the family is just holding out on the ransom being real because that's all they have. They have nothing from
True.
Ellie. That's all they have. So they're reaching out, and maybe they think that the person that actually did this will be like, oh, hey, I can make a buck off this. So let me reach out.
Definitely could be a form of hope for sure.
Yeah, and I think a good point, like with the saying the word like it is valuable to us, or like I think it's the change of description, or the change of words in that sense is like an important piece to.
It doesn't matter because I mean I don't really fucking listen to what Steve Fisher has to say, but there is a little something that I kind of went with and I was thinking, and I'm going to bring it up now. So they were saying that as she was last came offline, it was like K-Snaps, you're good with numbers and timelines, 250 something or whatever it was, correct?
What's the question?
So I'm saying like there was something that I heard. And it was from Steve Fisher, but again, he's proven to be wrong many times. But it's just something that we can walk with for a second. So basically, the very last when she came off connection or whatnot, it was what 213,
228.
228. Okay, they were saying that apparently the first private plane left from Tucson at like 4:40 something in the morning to straight to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico or something. Totally could be opposite, guys. I'm not saying it has any relevance. I'm just saying that they said that was the very first plane, which was quite unusual to go out at that time. Not gonna bring Mexico into the mix or anything like that. I'm just throwing. This is what we do here, right? We're just kind of.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You can look it up if you have X. Like here, I'll leave it. Look it up. I'll show you guys.
Hey, K-Snaps, you can drop me. I just wanted to come up and bring that up so somebody else can have my spot if they have an opinion too. Thank you for
You're very
letting me
welcome.
share
Thanks
that.
for coming up and sharing that.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
What happened? I was at the canal.
You didn't do it, did you?
Do what?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Go to the airport from her house to the airport? It only takes 20 minutes, but no, I didn't.
No, they said that there's an elderly man that's missing from your area that you used to date.
She used to date?
You used to date.
I used to date him?
Hey. Never mind, Ray.
All my exes,
Live in
they're
Texas.
somewhere, but not in Arizona.
Question, and it doesn't matter. I'm just asking. Would you agree that this last video that Savannah did, she's at a different location?
Yeah, she's not at Annie's anymore. They're not at Annie's.
Yeah, I also checked the couches out. The other one was brown. This one's gray.
Didn't they all leave the house? I think they all left the houses.
Correct. None of them are at Annie's.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, and again, this doesn't mean much. It's just this guy. He says, 22 hours ago he posted this. I am sure that the three-letter agency. Well, he says, I'm sure that the three-letter agency has already looked into this, but it's worth noting. Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker lost its Bluetooth connection at 2:28 a.m. on February 1st. About 2 hours later, at 4:45 a.m., a small private jet departed Tucson for Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. That is a very early departure on Sunday morning. Again, it's food for thought, I guess. One further note, then he retweets a couple hours after. One further note: this plane is a 19-year-old. This plane is a 19-year-old Cessna Citation Mustang. It differs from most private jets because it's very light jet that only holds 4 passengers and is rated to be flown with only 1 pilot instead of 2. again, this is probably nothing, but it's definitely worth looking at.
Alicia, I have not. No, I have not. I've been working all day. Finally back to work. I'm so excited.
No, you're not.
My ears feel like they need a pop.
Snap, crackle, pop.
You guys want to switch topics to Gypsy Rose?
No, or I'm leaving.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
or
perfect.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Just kidding.
Chef, she wants us both to kick rocks.
Let's get out of here, Riri.
What are you gonna do? Turn on your own live? As long as we're not gonna
No,
talk about the EpiPen.
Apparently, my boss shut me down, so I'm here.
Nancy's remains home, or does that mean bring Nancy home?
Switching topics,
Okay,
I'd
so
like
good
to talk
question
about
here from
Nimrod.
Query 20.
Oh shoot!
Why
Go on
can't she
mute.
say, I understand the mom didn't make it, but we still want her remains returned to us? It may be in the note. There may be some limitation about what they can say in the note. It could be advice from the FBI. It could be maybe not wanting to make everything overly public. And they were forced to make this public, right? It's not Savannah and her family who's making this go public. It is the person behind the ransom note. Because the note goes directly to Savannah Guthrie and her family somehow. We may never even know there was a note. They may figure out a way to respond, but this may be the only way they can respond. I think a lot of the answer to that question lies in what's actually in the note. But it could be FBI experts in how to deal with this and profiling people, et cetera, in what best to say and not say. But I'll play it one more time, because what's important here, she's not reading a note. This is not scripted. This is straight from Savannah and her family.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace.
The whole time, Cameron, the brother, you could tell he's just praying. As a Savannah, they put their heads down. They are in such a rough spot. Such a rough spot.
This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
And at the end, they make the direct contact. Listen, we will pay. We will pay. Patty, tonight, maybe take her body out in the desert or woods where there are no cameras. I think that's possible. I think that's possible. But again, if you're going to a very remote area, how do you get to that remote area? Are you going to pass in, you know what I mean? Are you going to, you have to pass something at some point to get to the remote area, unless you're switching cars. I don't know how they return this without getting detected, because they've been so careful already. At least it appears they've been so careful already. Okay. Trust is love. What is crypto? Crypto, it's digital money. It's money that's not fungible like this. It's created. It's difficult to understand, because my own understanding of it is very limited. But crypto it's monetary, I guess, systems that are outside the normal systems of money. And it's sort of like an agreement amongst people who exchange this in value. Now, Bitcoin is created by mechanical machines, and there's a limited amount of it. And people have Bitcoin farms where they create Bitcoin coins. And I don't understand that part of it. What I do understand about it, though, is that it leaves a very distinct digital footprint. So if someone has a Bitcoin address, someone can make the deposit, transfer the money to that address. But then when it's in that address, it's difficult to actually extract the money and take the Bitcoin and turn it into actual fungible cash that you can use in the real world. The expert I had on said the only way he could see someone doing it is with the help of a nation state like North Korea or China. And that's possible depending upon the level of sophistication. You know, if this is cartel related, they may have those types of relationships and be able to take it and somehow be able to use that money. But it will create a trail, which will be, you know, a big part of the investigation to try to catch the people responsible for this. And there's different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the most famous. It's like the original, the OG of cryptocurrency, but there's a whole bunch of other ones that are less detectable, which is why it's surprising that they chose Bitcoin as the one, but there's got to be a reason behind it.
What do you guys think?
Yo, I'm starting to call bullshit on the ransom, bro. I don't know. As much as I've been for it the whole time, I'm starting to call bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because why aren't they fucking sending an audio of her? I'll tell you why. They don't got it. Why aren't they telling you, why aren't they showing a video of her to rebel with the video? Because they don't got it.
So, okay, now that that's out of your head, what's your next scenario?
It's family.
I don't think it's family.
I don't know. I just don't think it's family either.
Think about it though. If it's not family, okay. If it's not family, right? Like it's like if it's not family, again, you have to go with like the most worth, the most value. Then it has to be a message. Then it has to be a message it has to be a message towards maybe Savannah because she's got the biggest worth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm starting to get like played for a fool right now with this whole ransom thing.
I kind of feel the same way, Chef. I kind of feel the same way because honestly, you've went through everything. You already know what you're doing, especially if you have somebody and you're asking for ransom. You would have, even if you would not have kept her for a week, 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever, you would have had that recording done automatically at the very beginning. You know they're going to ask for one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even at this point. I wouldn't even care about an audio because AI is so crazy. I want to actually see her. I want to see her, and I think the tactic from the intelligence now is saying, you know what? Let's call her fucking bluff. Let's tell them we'll pay them. Let's tell them we want her dead or alive. Let's see where we're gonna go next. Next thing you know, we're never gonna hear from these fucking ransom people again now. I don't know. That's my opinion, but
I don't believe the ransom at all. I think that there's more than one person doing the same thing that one person has already been picked up for, and it will come out. I am curious, like, because they said they were similar at one point, which makes me wonder if it is all, like, I don't know. You could set up an email to send later. Like, I don't know. There's just so many different things that could be happening with somebody just trying to make money off of this. I don't know really what to think about who did it anymore. I do notice things different, like the way that the siblings are sitting. You know, the older sister isn't as close with those two. You know, I don't know. And I wonder about her husband more and more, just going back and forth in my mind trying to figure out why someone would choose her. aside from what I thought right from the start, that it was someone who maybe had been employed by her at one point in time, or someone who knows the family somehow that thinks that they could get something from them. But I sadly don't believe that she's with us anymore. I don't think she's been with us for days. And I think that at this point they're just hindering the investigation, and she's probably somewhere in the desert. Sorry, that's
Was
my opinion.
was your opinion influenced by what you heard about the brother-in-law, or would you have thought that on your own automatically?
At first, I didn't go near toward the family at all. I was kind of leaning more toward, like I said, somebody who'd been employed there, someone who knew of them, even maybe church. We'd all talked about that before too. And now it's more like, I honestly think more about her, about the older sister. Like, what is she? I have questions I want to ask if we know anything about her and him. What does she do for a living?
She's a
She's a
jewelry maker.
teacher
She makes
and a
jewelry.
teacher.
Like, successfully?
I mean, they
Yeah.
bought a $650,000 house last year.
She is a poet. She's a poet
She's a poet too. Yep.
with a book.
Okay, so it's not like she was an unsuccessful sibling or anything like that that would have resentment. Like, did mom treat them all equally? I've just been asking myself all sorts of questions because
Yeah.
it
When I
blows
look
my
at
mind.
it,
The case blows my mind. Like, what is happening here?
they're the close. I mean, she's the only child of hers that lives in Arizona, 10 minutes down the street. You see on her FB, like, I mean, she's got Annie and Tomas have like a 12-year-old son, and they seem pretty close. Like Saturday night game night and dinner was probably a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they seem
that's
like
why I don't see it. I mean, I guess I don't know.
What about someone from church, Kelly?
That wasn't me saying I thought it was them either. Just me asking myself questions about
No,
them,
I know.
wondering things about them, right? Like, the whole thing is just crazy. Why would she be the target if it's not something that has to do with the value of the family, which seems like small compared to the type of people that they could have targeted?
Yeah, like why take her? Why not just if it was family, why not just unalive or leave her right there? Like no big deal. It'd be why take her is my biggest question. Like that's normal to I don't know, I guess maybe hide the body? I don't know.
Does anybody think that she may have left on her own?
At 2:30 in the morning?
After, yeah, and living there, what, 1970 something,
Well, also
right?
with
She's
like
just
red
that
stuff
she
and like
lived
the
there.
house in disarray too. I don't think that's even an option.
At this stage in the game, I think they'd have been on something for sure.
Is there a
I have
groundskeeper?
Gotta
Yeah,
be.
she
Somebody
does
that
have people that come in and take care of the pool, take care of the yard.
Probably
I'm sure
clean.
people who do repairs. Somebody
Yeah,
said
like obviously
yesterday.
that would know where the cameras are.
I have a theory on why take her if it was family. If it was allegedly the brother-in-law, he wouldn't want Annie to come and see his mother unalived.
But he would have left her somewhere.
Yeah, but you know how those I mean, are you familiar with Tucson? It's super crazy out there. I
I
mean, you
am.
can't yeah, but so he could have stuck her out in the woods, the
Interesting.
brush,
But he could have, yeah, and they would have found her already.
unless
You
an
know what I mean?
animal or bobcat. Remember, she just posted about those bobcats.
But she
And
wasn't that, like, I don't think so. I don't
Internet,
think
I'll
that
bring
a
you back,
bobcat
okay,
could have.
babe?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming up.
I don't think a bobcat would have drug her anywhere.
I mean, it could
And
have
you
been
would have.
anywhere. They would have, maybe he took her somewhere far away, but I think they also would have tracked his movements that night also by now.
I mean, but his wife would have been like, well, where were you?
K Snaps, did you just hear? I just heard that it was the Mark Senator guy. Savannah reached out to him when she couldn't get hold of the mom, and that's who actually made the 911 call. It didn't even happen from a church member.
Wait, the family called
I
911.
just no. Savannah called Mark. There's the senator there,
Yeah.
and he called 911. She's trying to get the FOIA, but I guess it's backed up.
So
Savannah called
why?
him after they found out she was missing,
Okay, but
as
hold
she
on.
was getting on a plane to go.
Correct,
Why?
but he's the
Why
one that made the
did
first 911 call.
right? But why did so then? Why did the sheriff say in the timeline that family checked on her at 11:56 and then at 12:03 they called 911?
Because I'm telling you, those two family members got to be fucking involved.
Hmm?
Not Savannah. Not saying her.
Well,
The other
the
two.
sheriff would know that by yesterday,
Yeah, but the
right?
sheriff seems crooked too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't trust his ass either. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't want him looking after one of my loved ones. He needs to be in a nursing home on dementia medicine. I mean, he says one thing, and the next 5 minutes, he swears up and down he don't say it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For
And it's
sure.
all recorded. I mean, I understand this is a high case, but it's not his first rodeo. I mean, he's been in this game for years, like, you know, and opening the house right back up too, like he did. Like, that should have been a big no-no.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He has screwed this whole case up.
I agree.
Probably on purpose.
I agree. That's what's going through my mind. I'm trying to tell you, I really truly feel like I think there are a lot of mixed people obviously involved, just like you guys do, but I really do truly think those two family members are involved. Not Savannah, though.
Don't you think in the beginning of that video you just played, she is to me directly answering back a question or answering back a demand when she's saying we understand? Like, who talks like that to someone that has your mother?
I agree.
Like, they are literally at their beck and call. Everything in what I think that she said is all calculated for answering them back directly. And I think that there are so many fake ransom notes besides the one that they caught the guy that was fake. I think that they didn't know who to answer to. So now they are specifically answering to these people or whoever they are directly, so they know that it's them. Like, what if they said something like, listen, we are the real people. Like, we're the ones that have your mom, and this is what we're going to do if you don't comply. And she's just like, we understand. Like, something along that way. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is all played right out of a damn movie.
It looks like it, and it looks they're going straight through it like it is a movie.
Yeah, like, what's the movie with Mel Gibson when his kid is taken?
I know what you're talking about. There was the
Yeah.
drone up also, the live view, just to let you know, case not.
Oh, it's Liam Nielsen. Liam Neeson.
It's where you said?
Taken.
The drone footage. Live that live drone footage. Same people as last night, I think. I didn't catch the name, sorry.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
And also I heard that one of the cops were one of the sheriffs were fired. That was on with it. Apparently it's a big old fight and argument at the station at their department right now, and I know at least one of them they said was fired.
I mean, I'm sure Honest honest review is saying that it's the 3 agent people telling her what to say. I realize that, but I also think that she's answering them back directly. Like those responses in that video are answers back to the people that have her mother. That's what I believe. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's really sad to take somebody at that age. I don't even care what she's done in her lifetime. She's not going to be on this earth that much longer. Like, why not take somebody that can fight back for themselves instead of? I just feel like it was planned, and if she's alive, then they planned this out a long time ago, and
And
they've
what if
had to
she's
have
not?
medication for her. I don't think I don't
What
think so
if she's
anymore.
not alive? And what if
I don't think so
what if
anymore.
she like something happened right away to her, and now they don't know what to do and they're scrambling?
Yeah,
I agree. I think she's been gone, honestly.
because why wouldn't they show proof yet?
Right, exactly.
I mean, if I wanted money, not you know what I mean, like, and you had the person, why not show some kind of proof? It's just odd, but you can drop me down, K-Snaps. I'm sick, but I just wanted to make sure that you did hear that, honey.
Thank you so much for coming up.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Ears are
Someone
like,
just said she just had her roof done.
my gosh, I can't hear anything.
Oh, you're all
She
clogged up.
did just have her roof done.
Somebody said that, but where are all these being confirmed at?
Oh yeah, Gypsy, it's for sure getting
Snaps,
overanalyzed.
they're
But what
talking
else are we?
top. Snaps, they're talking top of the hour on News Nation. If you want it, I don't know if you want me to.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you
This is.
now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her.
Is it on like actual? Hold on.
No, it's on their actual channel. I don't think you can get it there.
I can't.
Here, I'm playing it one second.
Will pay. Savannah's message coming after a second note surrounding her mother's disappearance.
It's probably shit we've already heard, but
Station in Tucson. Already a Thursday deadline on a ransom note has come and gone. In just a matter of hours, it will be 1 week since Nancy Guthrie disappeared from her Arizona home. 7 days in, still no trace of the 84-year-old. Investigators are continuing to work around the clock on this apparent abduction. A trail of blood found along the front doorsteps of her home, confirmed to be Nancy's. With her doorbell camera gone, there are major concerns about her health as she has been without needed medication for nearly a week. The case sending shockwaves across the country, even to the White House. President Trump sharing that federal law enforcement is at the Guthrie family's complete disposal, while hinting yesterday some answers could be coming soon.
We have some things I think that will maybe come out reasonably soon from DOJ or FBI or whoever that could be suspect. Yeah, could be definitive.
We've been on the ground in Tucson tracking this case from the start. News Nation national senior correspondent Brian Enton live right near Nancy's house for us tonight. Brian, this new message from Savannah Guthrie and her family, it's really heart-wrenching.
We believe we brought to you live Friday evening.
It's gut-wrenching, Natasha. You look at them sitting there, it's almost like a hostage video, the 3 of them sitting there together, and you just imagine what they're going through, and you just imagine how hard it is for them, knowing that apparently the next deadline in one of those letters was on Monday, which is what may have prompted Savannah to do this new video. And let me just read to you again what she said in the video, because some of it, the audio wasn't great. She said, "We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us and we will pay." And that last part seems significant because this is the first time, Natasha, we have seen the family say, "We will pay." The FBI has made clear that is a decision that the family has to make. And making these videos is also a decision that the family has to make, though they are there consulting them and helping them decide what to say. And you even notice at one point, Savannah almost looks down, and we know that in the past she has used notes as she reads for these just awful videos. There have been two notes, Natasha. The first one we learned about on Tuesday. That's the one that went to TMZ and two local TV stations, where there were some specific things that made the FBI believe that it was a legitimate note, something about Nancy's iWatch and the placement in the house, and then also a floodlight, something specific about a floodlight in the house. And then there was another video, another message that came on Thursday to the local TV station. And that one, we're not getting many details of what was in it, but we're told by the news director at the station that there was something in that message that connected back to the previous message. And now we get this new video from Savannah Guthrie. All of this is interesting timing because you saw what President Trump said last night, saying that there has been movement in the investigation, progress, even alluding to a possible suspect. And then also last night, you're looking at this video, we saw the FBI come back to the house, set up another crime scene, and they were even up on the roof. And we know they removed another surveillance camera from the roof of Nancy Guthrie's house. So it doesn't seem a coincidence that all of these things have happened literally within the last 12 hours or so.
Yeah, and Brian, we hear this very specific language in this new video tonight, not only saying they will pay, begging to return our mother to us so we can celebrate with her, and then adding this is the only way we will have peace, and then of course pledging we will pay. Is there anything specific that is standing out to you in the use of language we're seeing in the video tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, reading this video, reading what she said and watching it, if there's another video or some other piece of communication that came in that we don't know about, or if she is just reacting to the note that came in on Thursday. We don't know, but when she says, "We received your message and we understand," that to me is significant. Again, we don't know exactly what was in the last message from Thursday, but apparently it's something significant enough for Savannah to now create this new video. And again, don't forget that in the first message, there were two deadlines, one which was on Friday at 5 p.m. and another deadline on Monday, which could be why Savannah and her siblings are creating this third video now. The first one was the three of them sitting together. The second one was just Savannah's brother Cameron, and now the third video of them sitting together. And again, you just look at it, Natasha. I mean, look at them holding hands. And for those of us that watch the Today Show and feel like we've gotten to know Savannah over the years, I mean, it's so heartbreaking. You can see the pain in her face and in her siblings' faces.
Oh, just a nightmare week for that family. Brian and Tim live right outside of that home. We appreciate you continuing to monitor this tonight. Thank you. And for more, we are now joined by a renowned criminal defense attorney, Mark Garagos. You will remember, of course, he has represented so many major figures in court, including Sean Diddy Combs, the Menendez brothers, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Colin Kaepernick, Hunter Biden. The list goes on. Mark, it's always good to see you. I appreciate your insight and time at your analysis tonight. Let's jump right in because
this is live, by the way, guys.
Video again from the Guthrie family. Let's take a listen together.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
I want to pose the similar question to you, what we were just discussing with Brian Enton. Does this language strike you as very specific? Not only saying they will pay, but begging, quote, to return our mother to us so we can celebrate with her, adding it is the only way we will have peace. What are you making of this new video tonight?
So I had done my weekly podcast with Harvey Levin, Two Angry Men, and TMZ had the original note, or one of the notes that followed on the heels of a note that was sent to two of the television stations in Tucson, supposedly. My belief was that when they asked for proof of life, and when they said they would pay, and I was asked, do you think they will? And I think they will. And specifically that there is a crypto or Bitcoin demand. I think they got the proof of life, and I think they are willing to pay because they want her back. And the reason I think they made this next step is they do have proof of life, which I hope I'm right, because there were quite a few people speculating a lot more negative outcomes. And so I'm hopeful in that sense that that's why they've done this. I'm hopeful that that deadline came and went and that there was no negative action taken, and that they've now communicated, and they are communicating that they will pay.
I see. So as you're alluding to, this video followed a new note sent to the same local TV station in Tucson just yesterday. We believe the FBI reviewed that, but we know that that did not provide proof of life for Nancy. Do you believe that behind the scenes some proof of life has come forward, and that's the reason we're seeing this new statement from the Guthrie family today and their pledge that they will pay?
Look, I'll preface it with complete speculation, but based on doing this for quite a while, that I will tell you that this to-do tape is very encouraging to me, at least as an observer, because it's believed they in fact have some kind of proof of life or something that was proven, and based on that, I think that we're getting to a point right now where we're going to see something very encouraging very soon.
Yeah, that is good to hear, and I hope that is true. We know in just a matter of hours, meanwhile, it will be 1 week since Nancy disappeared. Last Saturday night, she was dropped off by an Uber just before 10. She was last seen at that time, and it wasn't until about 12 hours later that her family realized she was gone. They reported her missing. In your experience, how important is that 12 hours for investigators? And also, we see authorities not naming any suspects or persons of interest. Is that unusual in your mind? And do you think that's really the case, or are they just playing that close to the vest?
One of the reasons that I am encouraged, and obviously everybody wants a good ending here, is that she's alive. And I think one of the reasons that you're very encouraged, or I'm very encouraged, is that first, it's generally not 12 hours, but generally 24, 36, somewhere in that neighborhood, where you want to make sure that nothing untoward has happened. And the fact that they didn't have proof of life when these first messages were sent, and the fact that they've done a second video and they now believe after that first deadline, number one, that the letters or the communications were legitimate is a great sign, because that means that somebody is holding her and that presumably she's safe. And number two, the fact that they are appealing to somebody's conscious or empathy or sympathy, I think is also encouraging as well, because that gives, they may know a whole lot more than they're letting on in this sense, and rightfully so. It goes to answer your question. Why are they not naming somebody? The fact that the messages that are being sent are empathetic or sympathetic leads me to believe that they have a pretty good idea as who this might be.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And what else about this case is standing out to you tonight? And is there anything that isn't adding up?
Well, part of what was not adding up was some of the initial reporting, and I don't want to repeat it, but some of that just didn't resonate or ring true. I'm hopeful that now we're seeing that was the case. There's been some wild speculation in connection with this case. And I think when it comes down to it, and hopefully when it resolves, we're going to see that it was a lot more simple or obvious than we expected.
And Mark, very quickly, you have so much experience here. If you were advising this family, would you tell them, pay the ransom, get her home?
Yeah, I pitch perfect response, both that tape, what the actions they're taking yesterday, and I'm not shamelessly plugging the podcast, but I had said on the podcast, if this were a claim, if this were a loved one, I would do exactly what they ended up doing today. I think that they're handling it exactly the way they need to handle it. And I'm totally confident that they're following what law enforcement is kind of giving them the advice to do. And you get law enforcement gets a lot of pushback, even from me, a lot of times. But so far, this is being handled, I think, appropriately.
All right, Mark Aragos, always appreciate the insight and time. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. All right, and we will be covering much more of that investigation throughout the night. We do want to turn to Minnesota right now because you'll remember this little boy, 5-year-old Liam Ramos.
So apparently Garagos thinks it's real. Back to you at the studio there, K-Snaps.
Thank you there, boss. Appreciate you.
So I just came up here really quick to say something. Hi guys, by the way.
Hi.
So for some reason I was watching this today and I watched the video and all of that. Cool. I think now, before I was all for the ransom, now I don't think it's a ransom at all. Right? But I think that they actually have a real lead, but they're like, keep going with this because we got to catch that guy anyways. And we don't want who we actually have our eye on to realize that we're off track. I might sound crazy, but I genuinely think that they have a lead and it's not this ransom person. But now that this ransom thing is involved, they have to keep going because they actually they still have to get that person too.
Do you have an idea who that is, or do you not have a theory on that?
Honestly, I don't, but now I am thinking a little bit that the person who did harm her, because before I was thinking like she may like, still be here. But for some reason I don't think it's this whole ransom thing. So they're like, yeah, like whatever. I think it might be somebody that like worked for her or like been around, did some contracting, something like that, that was keeping an eye. That could have been that. Maybe they genuinely had the intentions to rob her and they unalived her and then they were like, damn, I don't know what to do now, so let's just take her. I genuinely don't think a person particularly has her.
Okay.
Yeah, it just came to my head like really randomly. I'm thinking about this and I'm like, this ransom is a lie. They are playing right now.
I know it's
Definitely. I'm kind of leaning with that also, but I will say though, like just kind of brainstorming for like a defense attorney like Mark Aragos. Um, maybe they are. Maybe they have. Do we believe that they possibly were shown proof of life, and now they just want to make it public that they want their mama back, and that's why they're saying they'll pay?
I mean, that too. Like, I don't know, but like, for some reason, I don't think, I don't think that she's alive. Like, I genuinely don't anymore. I did yesterday, but I had time to like really think, and I'm like, I don't think she's alive.
Yeah.
Unless whatever was in the letter yesterday was like, hey, go back and check this, so I can prove to you that it actually was me who sent the first one. And then that's when they went back to look. I mean, regardless, whatever like county or whatever this is, they dropped the ball with it from the beginning. Because releasing the house back, going back, taping it back up, changing our mind, take it back down, do it again. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball anyways, but I think that unless whatever was in there yesterday was like, yeah, go back and look for this, and I knew y'all wasn't gonna believe me the first time, so this is what I did. Maybe, I don't know, but whoever it is, they're clearly smart
yeah,
because
for sure. For sure.
Thank you, Kay.
I just I again, and I'll say what I said earlier. I also think that um the intelligence are like, to your point about not believing it, just call. Um, I believe that they may be saying, "All right, yo, fuck it, tell them you'll pay them." Like starting to try to call their bluff. One and two, possibly get more, be more active with these guys, so we can maybe catch on to something else that they're doing. If that makes any sense.
What do you think, Shauna? Shauna.
What was that?
So what do you think? Who do you think it is?
I don't really know, honestly. I think it's all just very odd. It's very strange. I'm not buying the whole ransom thing. Um, yeah.
I know. I haven't taken a poll in a while. I should do a poll on who thinks it's real. How many people
But
think?
I was gonna ask you if you could drop me, but I do want to say, guys, if you guys can get her to at least 100K taps, you guys can do that fast. I was trying to get her to 1 million the other day, but you know.
I know, so close. Monday. Monday we're back on it.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
I've gotten it once or twice, but that was like Rebecca Park days.
You'll get there.
Yeah,
I
you'll get
ordered
it.
an auto
Yeah,
wrapper,
for sure.
so that should be here soon.
I agree. I agree. Thank you for coming up, Shauna.
Thank you. My kids are being loud, so I'm gonna drop.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I don't know, man.
I don't think she left the house alive. I think when the pacemaker disconnected, I don't think she was with us anymore.
Rin84 says, if you want money, contact the family. If you want to distract, contact the media.
I know, Lily. I'm stumped too. I'm really stumped.
You know, I've always thought that like ransoms, and maybe this is just like movies and TV shows that have got this in my head, but normally they're kept quiet. Like to my, at least what I always believed is that they were kept quiet. They wouldn't be sent out to news outlets and things like that. They're like they don't even want you to involve law enforcement. They don't want any of that, and this just is so strange. And maybe I'm just wrong about that. I don't know. It
I
seems
think they
so.
just want. Sorry, go ahead.
As I was saying, it seems so odd.
And of all news medias, you're going to send it to TMZ. That one gets me.
It's because they wanted it out there. Little Miss Slothy says, I still feel in my gut Nancy is close by her house. How about if she's in one of the houses near her?
You know what I thought about too from the video just now? The we will pay. What if that was like in a revenge type of way? Like that, like it's somebody that they know something had happened, and it was like, all right, like yeah, like we paid for what we did, kind of thing. I could be crazy, but I'm like, maybe we could flip it the other way. Like maybe it's like we know why you did this, and like we will pay for what we did, but like give her back, like please.
Yeah, the wording. The wording.
Again, like this could have been a random act of robbery, take her away. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not going on the family. I'm just saying insurance policy, whatever they wanted to take from her. Remember, dad's already the husband's already unalived. So I'm just saying. And then, let's face it, with America, always dibble dabbing with other countries and other people and other countries having intelligence. Maybe this is respectfully just a way to mind fuck the three-letter agency and part of the authorities in America right now. We don't know, right?
Mm-hmm. Beth says in the comments, the pacemaker didn't necessarily disconnect. It lost connection with the watch. Sarah May.
Yeah, so that's disconnect.
Yeah, but it didn't disconnect the pacemaker. The pacemaker still runs even though the watch disconnected. It just means it like her
Yeah, so her pacemaker's still working, obviously, but
yeah.
it's just not giving readings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Tucson have a high rate of crime? I mean, it's Arizona. It's pretty fucking dangerous.
Pima County does. Tonda says, but why take her?
Do you think
Exactly.
Savannah? I mean, Savannah's a pretty smart girl. Like, why would she even interact with
Sarah.
something like that? Sarah May.
I think the ransom's all a distraction.
I do
Do you,
too. And whoever actually, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt if I did. I was just going back to that I don't believe the ransom at all, and it's probably a great distraction for whoever actually took her because they're like, I'm getting away with this because stupid people are sending this stuff to the media trying to get money for something I did.
Delinda, do you think it's coming from just somebody who's trying to get in on the action, or do you think it's the actual
Yo, what was
people?
that? That's crazy.
That was cool.
That
What?
was so cool. Go New
That was
England. Oh my gosh. All right, go New England. Go New England. That's cool as hell.
I'm not sure what I think as far as that goes. I don't know if it's if somebody sent a fake one or if it's just a distraction, like the person that actually did take her put that out there, but isn't really trying to get the ransom. Maybe just so that way they could have the focus somewhere else. I don't know. I'm still leaning kind of towards the brother-in-law.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked Sarah May. If no one would have said anything about the brother-in-law, would you have looked at him the same way?
I think so. It's hard to say, but I think so.
Yeah.
Again,
I
I
have a
say
follow.
yes only because that's every investigation starts from who was the last to see them and where was the last place they got dropped off.
And he's the one that
I just
dropped her off.
I feel like something happened in the home before they even left the home. I think, and it may even have been an accident, who knows, but I think something happened in the home, and I think she was not alive when she left the home.
That's what I think too.
When she left the home with the kidnappers or whoever?
Yeah, I think that something happened to her and they took her to dispose of her.
Have there been dogs there at all, like to pick up scent?
Yes.
And I also possibly think that maybe the ransom might have come out because it didn't come out immediately. And so it makes me wonder if somebody's like, hey, maybe I can profit off of this missing person, and sent the ransom, and they had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Because nobody confirmed that it was the husband that dropped her off, right, K-Snaps? They said it was just family.
I'm pretty sure
I
in
thought
one of his
somebody did
earlier,
confirm that today.
I think in one of his earlier interviews, the sheriff's interviews, he said that they both dropped her off.
I don't think it happened when she got dropped off. I think somebody went in later on at night when the camera detected a person. I think around that time, I think that somebody went back. I don't think it happened when she got dropped off.
I don't either, because why would you wait till 2:30 in the morning to take her out? And before that, the pacemaker would have had readings. Like, we would have known.
I mean, Annie could have been asleep and not known that he left. You know, if he left, she might not have known because she'd have been asleep at 2:00 in the morning.
Doesn't she have cameras at her house also?
He could have easily turned them off.
Maybe
but that would
he
have been
did.
that would have been a giveaway.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if he did it, then she knows, because ain't no way you're leaving at 2:00 in the morning and my mom comes up missing the next day.
Yeah.
You know.
If it's not the brother-in-law, it's definitely somebody that knows them.
So are you saying that there's no possible way that when he dropped her off, her life could have been lost at that time?
No, no possible way.
Why you say that though?
Because the pacemaker was connected to the phone.
So what if the phone died?
So
It wasn't
it
the
was his
phone, it was the
watch. It
watch.
was their watch.
What if the watch died though? Like, what if it was on all day long? It was on all day long. He unalives her. She's in the house. No, but then he has to take her away. What the fuck?
At 2:30 in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
And it's not like if she's frail. Remember, guys, she wasn't frail.
Yeah, she definitely was taken out. So yeah, that changes everything, obviously.
Right.
I mean, it just throws that out the door. But you know what I'm trying to say though, Kelly? Go there 9:30, unalive her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
you
like
said it.
something happens
But
on
you
the way home, you know?
no, but you even said it a couple days ago where you're like, shit, man, this fucking heart pacer, like I didn't sleep last night because I didn't get to, or you were saying that you needed to charge the device or whatever, right?
Yeah, and it was like beeping at me.
And how long is like? I mean, eventually, if that would have just stopped beeping, it would have died, right?
But it wasn't my phone. It wasn't the phone that's connected to it that was dying. It was the actual device. So the phone kept beeping, telling me to put my device on my charger. See what I'm saying?
But do you think she don't have the same heart pacer you have though?
No.
She'd have a built-in
Yeah, I just have a heart monitor. I don't have a. I don't have.
monitor. That's right. Yeah. Monitor. Yeah.
Betty, what I mean is that it probably would have taken two people to get her out if she were just unalived weight. That's what I meant by she wasn't frail. But yeah,
And not
maybe.
for nothing. I mean, you know, she's a beautiful lady, but I'm saying like she's, you know, slightly
She's
on the heavier
tall.
side. I mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
for if I go based on like the picture where I see her with, I mean, I don't know how old that picture is, so shame on me for even saying that, but the one where she's with Savannah and she's got the cane in her hand or whatnot. I
Uh-huh.
mean, that weight helpless is probably double it. So you're talking like probably 200 to 300 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Says breaking news.
Investigators are examining a new message related to the possible abduction of Nancy Guthrie. The 84-year-old mother of Savannah Guthrie disappeared from her home 6 days ago. A ransom demand shared with the FBI earlier this week contained an initial deadline for Thursday and a second one for Monday. No details yet from authorities on the contents of that new message, but it comes after Savannah Guthrie shared a video of her brother Cameron urging whoever took Nancy to contact the family. CBS News correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti is in Tucson, Arizona with the latest on the investigation.
Tonight, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff are reviewing what's being characterized as a new message in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. In a joint statement, they say investigators are actively inspecting the information provided in the message for its authenticity. This comes as the Guthrie family has been pleading for communication. On Thursday, the FBI confirmed it was taking an unverified ransom note seriously. It demanded payment in Bitcoin and set two deadlines, one that passed yesterday, but left no way of reaching out.
We need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward.
It is unclear whether the two forms of communication are connected. It's been nearly a week since Guthrie disappeared, and new today, the sheriff tells me they're being cautious about revealing how the home was entered.
How do you think that the abductor may have entered the home? Was it through the front door?
You know, I'm not going to talk about entry or exit. That's a key portion of this case.
So are you saying there was no sign of forced entry?
I'm not saying either. We've not said whether it's forced or unforced.
Let me ask you, why would you not put that out?
Well, because it's critical to the case.
It is still unknown who took Nancy Guthrie.
What I look at is, do you have anybody in front of you that you go, wow, this is the guy? We don't. Nobody's ruled out. Nobody's ruled out.
Nobody's ruled out yet at this point.
According to the updated timeline law enforcement released on Thursday, there was about a 41-minute window from the time the doorbell camera disconnected to when Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker app disconnected from her phone left behind. Within this time frame, software detected movement at 2:12 a.m., but it wasn't recorded. Sheriff Nanos has remained in touch with the family.
They're devastated. It's their mom. They're hurting. Are they doing as best they can? I hope so.
Today, the sheriff also highlighted his frustration with the lack of video evidence in Nancy's case. Investigators say cameras captured motion the night she vanished, but Nancy did not have a subscription, and the company says it cannot recover that video.
We get information from these labs or tech companies that are doing us a lot of work, and it creates questions for us. And it's like, well, wait a minute, this isn't what we were told. We thought it was this. And so now we have to go back and confirm what they're telling us, or what man, I wish technology was as easy as we believe it is, that here's a picture, here's your bad guy, but it's not.
I want to bring in Doug Coons, founder and CEO of Veracity and former special agent and supervisory special agent of the FBI. So, Doug, what do you make of this latest message regarding Nancy Guthrie, and what would you do if you were on the case?
It's another message. Again, it has to go through the verification process or authentication, and so the tech people are looking, you know, I'm assuming it's coming in through an email of some sort. Did it come in through an intermediary? Did it come directly? Was a VPN used? Is there any metadata that can be exploited? Looking at all that kind of thing to see not only is this an authentic ransom note, but is it consistent with the previous one? That although it looked like it was probably authentic based on what I've read and seen on TV, that there were still some questions about it. They've gotten a couple of hoax messages in the interim. Those people have been caught. And I think, you know, the bad guys are watching the news too. They see these things. They see how quickly that law enforcement is on to the people that send the hoaxes. They're very scared to send messages. That's a vulnerability, and there's a risk involved every time they communicate. And it seems like they're smart enough to be limiting that. But unfortunately for them, there has to be a dialogue for this to work out the way they want it to. And it's probably just not going like they thought it would.
So the Pima County Sheriff's Department says investigators are now conducting a follow-up. This is day 6. They're back at the house. What might they be looking for?
Clues that were missed, probably a fresh set of eyes. There's been a lot of new data that's come in over these 6 days or whatever it's been now. Just go back, fresh set of eyes, look at everything, look at what might have been missed, look again in the trash cans, look for evidence that perhaps more of a mess had been cleaned up prior to leaving. Looking in ditch areas, any kind of retention ponds where something might have been thrown. I always do in investigating is just really try to put yourself in the shoes of the bad guys. Mm-hmm. What went into the planning and preparation to do this? And once you figure out what those things might have been, how can I backtrack? How can I reverse engineer that and figure out what supplies might they have bought to do this, and where might they have bought them? You just kind of, when your leads are getting cold, you've got to step back and maybe bring in some more people, take another look at it, and do all of these things. No matter how minute they may seem and important, you never know what little thing might break this. A hair, a piece of trace evidence, a footprint. There's so much to consider. A video that was missed. You know, people might be on vacation and they haven't had a chance to look at their own Ring cameras that may have caught something. The time of night that this happened, there probably isn't typically a lot of movement in that neighborhood at that time. So any kind of movement that could be then, you know, get a direction, and perhaps it passed a business with a better camera somewhere down the line. But you just keep on digging, you just keep on trying until it gets resolved.
Yeah, absolutely. Doug Coons, thank you so much for your insight. Appreciate it. All right, now to our breaking news story we're following. In Arizona, investigators are examining a new message related to the possible abduction of Nancy Guthrie. The 84-year-old mother of Savannah Guthrie disappeared from her home 6 days ago. A ransom demand shared with the FBI earlier this week contained an initial deadline for Thursday and a second one for Monday. A statement released by the Pima County Sheriff reads, quote, "The FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department are aware of a new message regarding Nancy Guthrie. Investigators are actively inspecting the information provided in the message for its authenticity." No details yet from authorities on the contents of that message, but it comes after Savannah Guthrie shared a video of her brother Cameron urging whoever took Nancy to contact the family. So I want to bring in Jeff Harp, a former FBI agent, to talk more about this. So Jeff, let's talk about this new message. How do you think investigators are working to verify the authenticity of it and ensure that it's actually coming from the same sender as the initial demand?
Well, there's so many sophisticated ways to disguise your IP address, even go through some of the dark web content. So I'm sure they're looking at that and they're trying to make a determination whether it is actually valid and real. I have been watching a lot of the news footage today, and it does appear as though the FBI has gone back to the house and they're looking for something. So maybe there was something specific in that new note that the FBI is going back to verify. I'm suspect of a lot of things that are going on just because the fact there's people can get access to so many things through technology that they can find ways to manipulate data and look at photographs and come up with conclusions that can mislead the family. I really hope this is the real deal so they can at least make some progress on getting a proof of life.
Yeah, so the search for Nancy is now on day 6. So what stands out to you so far? And then what elements of this case maybe seem unusual to you?
Well, and so it's interesting. If you look back at the initial release of the crime scene, it happened pretty quickly. Then you saw law enforcement go back in and re-secure the crime scene, maybe based on some information that they obtained or just collaborating together. Always when you get all these law enforcement heads together and collaborate, ideas come to fruition of like, you know what, I didn't think about that. And so they probably went back and looked at some things. And now we have a new letter, and there may be information obtained in that letter that the general public doesn't know, and really nobody would know unless they were at the residence.
Yeah, I'm sure there's so many things behind the scenes that we don't know, and for good reason. So let's talk about some of the messages released from the family. We had one from Savannah and her sister, and then her brother Cameron yesterday. Do you think that might be another crucial element, hearing from the family again?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a plea. And, I keep listening to some of the experts talk about, the way this investigation's sort of unfolding. There's not a playbook for kidnapping, and they don't have to follow a set of rules. So I think we got to be very careful about what we think what direction this investigation's heading in. And I think we have to keep all options open. I know there's some very sophisticated technical capabilities that the Bureau and other law enforcement they're not talking about. And I think once they get a chance to dissect some of that really sophisticated technical stuff, we're going to see a little more activity happen.
I asked another former NYPD investigator about the sophistication. You bring up that word, and he kind of ended our conversation saying, I think this is amateur hour. Where do you stand on that in terms of who we might be dealing with?
Well, it could be amateur hour, but here's what I would be looking at. So anytime you drive through a neighborhood and you have a Wi-Fi device, your Wi-Fi device is constantly looking for some place to connect to, and sometimes it will connect. And depending upon who has Wi-Fi in that neighborhood, they certainly could go door to door, which they're doing. I see they're going door to door, and they could look at devices that were trying to connect to these routers. These routers have a history, and so that sort of information becomes really critical, important, especially when you start looking at devices that were trying to connect to routers during that sort of hour or two they're looking at.
Jeff Harp, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, and we'll circle back with you. Breaking news in Arizona. Investigators are examining a new message related to the...
I have to say real quick, I would make sure that my mom had the subscription for the cameras, especially being the one that was that close to her. And I wonder, did they have cameras at their house? Was it just like such a good neighborhood for all the years she lived there? She didn't feel like she needed them in this day and age?
Well, she did make a post in
It was like October or November, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think that she must have thought that maybe that was, I don't know.
On those cameras also, even if you don't have a subscription, Savannah or even Annie could have, every time someone would have come to the home, they could have been alerted. They could have logged into her own, into her system. Remember, I think I told you guys, my son has, every time somebody comes to my door, my son who lives, maybe 10 minutes away, him too, every time somebody comes to my door, he gets an alarm saying that somebody's been at my house.
Yeah, my kids get the same thing for me.
Yeah, and he can actually see who's here.
Yeah, they can pull up the camera right from anywhere they're at.
I remember, these are people. They're regular people just like us, except Savannah is $40 million worth of people. And her sister and her husband and son, they're people. They're busy. They do the, how many times have we said, oh, I gotta call this place, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta hook up to my mom's alarm, oh, I gotta end up getting that subscription, and we dismiss it until something like this happens.
And they may not even have known that their mom wasn't paying for the subscription. I wasn't paying for mine for the longest time, and then I finally decided to do it once I started getting into the Rebecca Park case and all that stuff.
Yeah, see? And we gotta remember, they're people too.
There's a dark ordinance too, to where the nearest neighbor, I don't think you can really see from house to house to have a good view. Plus it's dark there, like dark.
Yeah, I think she's up on a little bit of a slope. I think the house next to her is down a little bit, so they may not have seen. Plus, they have all that the shrubs in the front of their home and in the back.
Well, and then there's that house that's right across the street from her driveway. They don't even have a camera.
Hey, did you guys see that one? It looked like a shed or something in the back of the house behind the fence.
I think that was a playhouse from when Nancy's kids were younger, because it looked pretty dilapidated.
Yeah.
And when I was watching the drone footage, you could see one of the three-letter word ladies went underneath it. So it's definitely up in the air because she was standing up underneath it.
So it's a tree house.
I think it's like a playhouse or a tree house.
I wonder if they went up there. I don't know if she paid her bill. I mean, she wasn't that. To me, it didn't look like if she was that needy yet.
No, and like I said, my dad's 87 years old and traveling the country. So just because she's 84 does not mean she's not capable of taking care of her own bills and things like that.
I'm wondering if she had a boyfriend. Or she not a boyfriend, like a companion, somebody that she talked to, somebody that would come and visit, that she really didn't tell the family about.
I wonder if she dated someone after her husband had passed away in 1988. Like, did she have a long-term relationship after that?
I was just gonna ask that. Has there been anybody else in her life?
How would we know if she didn't even tell her own kids?
Well, long-term relationships, they probably, since now. That girl Jen became a super fan. Let's go.
Yay, Jen.
I looked earlier. You only needed like 5 more to get to 200.
That's wild. I'm so
Oh my gosh, congrats.
Hey, K-Snap, when Live Fest was going on, how many super fans did you have at that point? That's when I joined.
like 6 or 7.
Look how many you gained just in that short amount of time.
I know.
That's
it's
amazing.
insane.
That is amazing.
3 months today for me, and it was me that it popped up for because my renewal just happened.
So cool. Did you was it auto renewal?
Yeah, I
So
have
it's
it on
still
auto
because
renewal for a year.
yeah, because Uncovered was like, oh my gosh, I've been a fan. Why did mine pop up? So hers must pop up for auto renewals too. That's awesome.
Yep, mine renewed for Chef today too.
Well,
Chef
I
Rick.
don't know if mine's set up on auto renewal. So if I ever drop out
I
of
was
being a super fan, let me know.
I was gonna say she's at 200 and I lost 150.
What does that tell you, Chef?
That's okay. Give it to her. I don't need it.
You're a good trainer.
Yeah. Watch this. K Snaps, roll over.
Hi, Diamond.
Has the internet said anything?
Has the internet? Oh, internet. Back up here. How are ya? Do you know you're up here, internet? Another night. It'll be 7 full days at 2 a.m. That's crazy.
Is anybody leaning toward the political side of it? I keep hearing people say stuff about that, and I mean,
Sarah
it's
May.
obvious that not just you, love. It is obvious that both Savannah and her mother were not fans of our current president, and then he says that stuff like in support of it when they've had very public, heated debate, and it's clear that there's basically a mutual hatred between him and Savannah. Is it? Could it be that big?
That scenario is not out of the question for me.
Exactly. Sarah May, aka Sarah Sue, just opens up the hole a little bit bigger for us all to jump in. I would just came out of there.
I just think it would be a lot cleaner if it was something, sophisticated like that.
Not if they don't want to get caught.
They wanted to make it look sloppy. I don't know.
I
My
mean,
mind goes.
you gotta think though, it's pretty damn fucking clean right now because we ain't got a damn
I
clue.
know, right?
Exactly.
True story. True story.
I
We ain't
literally
got a
thought
It's
that
fucking
very
bad.
earlier.
clean.
How much cleaner?
I was like, man, don't you think the government would be like have something better up their sleeve? But it's like, what's the fuck is better than what is we are mystery? It's
Yeah.
a huge mystery right now.
Unless the aliens came and got her. That's the kind of the way it feels.
And we usually at least are able to eliminate some theories. We're not even able to do that.
And you got the Barney Fife sheriff.
I'd go search the church.
Search the church.
This whole thing is just so
He went to church
bananas.
online though.
Always.
Allegedly, I cannot hear out of my
How did
ear.
she go to church online? Why would they call and say, hey, she didn't show up for church?
I think it was
That's what
more
I'm
like
wondering.
when you sign in, they like Miss Smith goes to church every Sunday, okay? Whether she calls it jail or she calls it church, it's church. And they look out for the elderly. So like they have people making sure that everyone, the people who come every single week, if not, then they'll be like, hey, Darlene, have you seen Miss Smith? She didn't show up to church today. That's just how I hear it.
But I watch my church online. And they can't tell if I logged into it or not, though.
Sometimes I watch TD Jakes and nobody knows I'm there. Stalking. I'm a stalker.
Hello. So
Hi,
a lot of
Miss
them.
Smith.
Hello.
Hello.
A lot of them keep track. Well, I know in this area, you see who's on. We'll go and I mean, and I would hope and pray that all churches are like this. But if they don't show up like in service, the preacher like notates it in his brain and then we'll call them. And then the way that you can watch ours is like on Facebook or another website. I think it's just like the website, the church's website, but it shows you who logs in. That way you can reach out to people. And if people are like, and a lot of times you can comment in the service, like not that everybody can hear, but you can see the comments like type an amen or please pray for so and so because they're having a hard time or whatever. They're typically, especially the elderly, they're pretty like every Sunday, every Wednesday. And if they don't, like they're on the prayer list. So we keep a really close eye on all of our elderly members. Just, because at any point, not for something like this, but, if they were to fall or what it might not be. But I really don't think the ransom and her disappearance are connected at all. And I think the person that did this is like laughing because they're getting away with it. Like they're just sitting back watching and like, I'm not even a part of, being a suspect.
I just
They
said
could
that a
be
little bit
watching.
ago.
They could be watching this panel right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been in the panel with criminals before.
Yeah, don't get it twisted, guys. That kind
We
of
could
stuff
have
only
talked
happens
to
on
them. You never
that kind
know.
of stuff only happens on my channel, not this one. Thank you.
Well, hopefully it only happened once in this lifetime because
Hey guys,
that
what
was
do you
really
think
crazy enough.
about a live tomorrow in the morning time and we watch old halftime shows?
I will
I'd
miss
be
it.
there for that.
But
It's
if it's after like 11, I'll be there. Or I'm sorry, after
Janet
12.
Jackson and JT.
not everybody at once.
That could be fun.
No,
I
The
I'll
only
just be
one
want
at
I
to
would like
church.
to
see.
watch is Prince.
I want to
Yeah.
watch. Yeah, I want to watch Michael Jackson's. I remember.
I can't wait to see Janet Jackson's nipple.
Oh, they've already
Oh my
blobbed that out.
gosh!
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
It had
Oh, hold on. You know
a
what?
ring on it or something.
You know what I do? Hold on. Let me see. Alicia, did you get it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold up.
Cindy says Brian Enton has a new short up.
New what?
Brian Enton has a new short up. Wait,
I'm
Cindy,
on.
you're on here.
I'm on News Nation right now.
I know. I would just threw it in the chat because I'm usually down there.
I look up and I'm like, wait, you're up here.
Blonde moment.
Cheeto thinks that sorry to say, not searching, but soon recovery. Yay, Becky, Prince, Prince, Prince.
Oh, shoot.
Go on mute,
Phoenix,
will you?
Phoenix says, don't think it has anything to do with money. I do think people sending these ransom letters are involved.
I really, the heck is that?
Tonda's in the bathtub.
This guy.
You're welcome, Alicia, for teaching you that.
I mean, have you done a poll tonight? I just got home from dinner.
No,
I need to ask you
I haven't done
how to
any
do that.
polls tonight, Miss Smith.
Okay, then do you mind if I do one? It fixed it.
No, you go ahead and fix it. Fix her right up.
Oh, I see now. I couldn't pull that up in Chef's Live.
Chef's not cool like I am.
So much difference over here.
What the frick? My password, bruh.
Miss Smith, you do a wonderful job with your prayers. Would you mind sometime tonight before we get off if you would could say some prayers for Nancy?
Of course I can. Okay, I put the poll up, y'all. It's is the ransom connected to her disappearance? I want to know if that's changed. Jimmy, open up the door.
Do you guys? So should we switch to? Should we keep it on this, or maybe play Courtney and the phone call show, or no?
Courtney.
Oh, I'd love to hear the phone call.
Courtney who?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yes, phone call.
Courtney called
Kimmy,
Chef?
Kimmy still has court Monday, right?
Yes, I believe it's at 10:30 a.m. That's the 10th, right?
Wait, no, I want to hear the phone call.
I'm trying to log. Hold on, I'm trying to log in right now.
Yeah, it's the 10th. This is the phone call she had from somebody from inside, right? He had with somebody from inside? Like since she's been locked up?
I like that little gift.
What the hell?
How did I send that to Chef?
What'd you send to
What
Chef?
the? I sent him your gift. How did that happen? It was supposed to go to you.
Of course.
I'll just have to do it again.
Yeah, you had to have clicked in his box. It's still, or no, that's going to her now.
Now it is. That's okay.
I love that it's called the Pink Chef.
I love it. I just love that little gift. It's cute.
I'm still trying to figure out why Chef's is called Orange Chef.
I think it was because he was at work one day, or he has a picture on his profile that has his, he has his, what do you call it? His hazard vest on.
Yeah.
So I picked it up from that. Alicia
Thank
wants
you.
to know if she has to send it somewhere else. Oh, Cookie.
No, it's not that. It's just
Thank you. Oh, the popo is there.
Thank you to whoever just sent me some gifts.
Hold on, what's going on?
We have been on the ground in Tucson tracking this case from the very start. News Nation National senior correspondent Brian Enton live near Nancy's house for us tonight. Brian, we're seeing this new message. I know you've been there for basically a week now. What are you monitoring tonight?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking over my shoulder because some sheriff's deputies actually just showed up outside Nancy Guthrie's house, which is something we haven't seen all day. So I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on this. Remember, it was last night that all the deputies showed up and this turned into a big crime scene and the FBI came out. I don't really suspect that's what's happening now, but I'm just going to kind of keep an eye out. This new video is really significant. Natasha, I want to just read you again what it said. I know you just played it, but we haven't heard from Savannah Guthrie since the beginning of the week. And she said in this video, we received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us and we will pay. And that is the first time that we have heard anyone from the Guthrie family say, we will pay. This comes after what we know of 2 notes that were sent to local television stations. One was also sent to TMZ. The first note had a ransom involved and 2 deadlines, a deadline of Friday and then another deadline of Monday. And then the second video was somehow connected back to the first video, but I'm told did not have proof of life and also did not ransom. Is there some other kind of communication that has happened that we don't know about and that sparked Savannah Guthrie to make this new video? Or is she just responding to that note that arrived at the
Same
TV
info.
station yesterday? We don't know the answer to that, but I mean, it's just gut wrenching to watch Natasha see the pain in her eyes and you can see the pain in her siblings' eyes. Yeah, absolutely. And Brian, as we said, you've been on the ground there for the better part of this week. What activity have you seen so far at the home today? What are you seeing now? And also, what stands out to you? Yeah, it's been relatively quiet out here today. I mean, again, these deputies just showed up, and we're not really sure why. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Yesterday, there was a lot of activity. We were out here basically,
Yo, deputies just showed up at her house.
look the way we are now when these deputies showed up and said everybody has to get out of here. They closed off the area, and that is when the FBI evidence teams came in and were here for several hours. We saw them up on the roof. They took a camera off the roof, actually a surveillance camera on his going in and out of the house. They went into
Kelly, is what you're showing live right now?
Yeah.
He's making a complaint about something. Somebody went on the property. He was pointing over there. Maybe he's complaining about the drones or something. He made a complaint.
Yo, Gabby Petito's dad speaking on this case right now.
Is he?
It's crazy to me. I'm sitting here in 16-degree weather seeing people wearing short sleeves.
It's 80 degrees out here.
Can I come stay with you?
Sure.
Yeah, I have my back door open right now.
It is currently 1 degree here.
It was hot today. I hated it.
We're finally up to 16 degrees.
Lucky in New York, it's -4.
All right, so you want to listen to that or Courtney? You want to watch this? You want to just watch it and just hear Courtney? Phone call?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Or watch it and listen.
You're gonna confuse people, though.
I mean, I feel like probably 160 people that are here with us are our people. Most, I think.
Do you guys want to watch the video? I mean, listen or and watch or just listen?
All right, ready?
Watch and listen. Cindy.
It's not even that.
Yeah, fuck Jazz, Courtney. I won't even go fucking associate with that fucking stupid bitch. She was the one that fucking started all this fucking protesting bullshit and had people fucking stalking me and shit. Fuck her.
I know, I can't
Can't
really
hear
hear it
shit.
either.
Yeah, can't hear shit.
What?
Can't hear shit.
I can't hear anything either. I don't know. It's coming.
Hold on, I'll get the authentic copy.
Who is she talking to? Do you know?
14-year-old son.
Wow. She was so mad about the protest. That was funny.
Do you want to come up and just play it for us?
She's mad because she couldn't handle the pressure of it.
Does anybody
You can
want
drop
to?
me.
You can
if you
drop me
need a mic.
down if you need to. You can drop me.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Just Call. I appreciate you. My ears. Oh shoot, Sean's been in
You
the
can always drop me K-Snaps. You know that, right? You just drop me down.
Sean wants to come up, so I need one more box.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm good. I've been silent anyways.
Does anybody have any tricks to like get my ears or whatever if they're congested? I've not experienced this before.
Though. Put some Vicks on some cotton
Do I
balls
have to
and
have
put the
two
cotton ball in your
devices to
ear.
be able to play it while I'm on here?
Sorry?
Do I have to have two devices to be able to play it while I'm on here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we can't hear your audio when you could hear it.
Honey, can I use your phone for like 30 minutes?
Did you hear Delinda, K-Snaps?
What?
Do the Vicks and the cotton thing.
Vicks and cotton balls, you said?
Yeah. Yep. Put some Vicks on a cotton ball and put the cotton ball in your ear. And also a blow dryer, like the heat from the blow dryer behind your ear will help a little bit too.
Well, I don't have
I was gonna say a heating pad on low heat.
Flonase, should I get it and put it in my nose or my ear?
The Flonase?
Yeah.
The Flonase you go ahead and put in your nose, but it will unclog the block.
Put my head.
The ear, nose, and throat is all connected.
Yeah.
Flonase does help though.
I literally can't hear anything. It's like I have, I mean, I can hear, but barely. It's like I got things in my ears.
Yeah, Uncovered says it helps with the ears.
I thought I was like, I feel better. I don't know what the hell is like wrong with me.
It's because when you lay down, It's because, yeah, when you lay down, it's all draining back and it's going through the ear canal. Because they're all together.
Try sleeping with your head elevated a little bit so that way you're not laying completely flat for it to all settle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, usually I got pillows for days. I don't know how. I've been up
Or
all day too. I just
my
recently.
my grandma used to use warm brandy.
Javelina, Javelina.
Javelina, Javelina.
I'm telling you, we have to end up making that song.
She explained to me when I was way too young, but she said if it doesn't cure the ear, then you're at least buzzed up enough to forget that your ear hurts.
Oh my gosh, that's my kind of grandma. Diamond says to get his sock, fill with rice, heat, and put on your ear. Or you could put it behind your ear
I
on your
do
neck.
have one of those. It's one of those bags that you heat up.
Yeah, lavender. I don't like any of these concoctions, but my boy's mom at the house that we used to share, she bought these two from this, I don't even, like an older gal, and she swore by them. And it was, if it didn't really help, it was so soothing, but it was rice inside of like a, not wool, like fleece material. And there was lavender infused in it, and you'd warm it up for like 2 minutes in the microwave. And I would just put it like behind my neck, and it worked wonders.
Yeah, I use mine for my, like, if I have a headache.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to use for a headache.
We used to do that with my granddaughter. She was real colicky, and we got a teddy bear and made a pocket in it and put the rice bag with the lavender in it, and that really warmed that up, and that actually helped with the colic.
Alicia, did your husband say yes or no?
I found a phone, but I'm trying to get it turned on and stuff.
Okay.
Lindsay K says, I've been a nurse about almost 20 years, and I'm telling ya, colloidal silver works better than any med. Is that stuff that can turn you blue?
Turn me what? Blue?
Blue. Mm-hmm.
Where is this video that you're playing? Someone in the chat's wondering where they can watch the video.
Sorry.
I screen recorded it from a live. I don't understand why it's sounding like that for you guys, because it sounds perfectly fine when I play it on my phone.
Uncovered says, just be careful, Snaps, especially after your procedure. Ask your doctor before anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I really have no idea where this is from.
Snaps, you can drop me that one. I was trying to get up here I was typing in the chat to say you could wait to bring me up. I was just coming up to say Javelina, and hi and everything, and I can go back down and just listen. You can bring that other gal up if she wants.
No one's requesting.
Okay, well then I'll stay. I'll just put it on mute then.
That the video that's on now is JLR on YT.
Thank you. It does. Yeah, it doesn't say on mine. Oh, yes, it does in the corner right here. JLR.
Thank you, Cindy, because I didn't know where it was either.
I have the Savannah video. I can play that for you.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay. We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
No, no proof of life, but there was another ransom note. The JLR video, someone called about trespassing. Oh, someone called a sheriff about press.
Yeah, he said that in the video that we're watching. Somebody said that, but they don't know who it would be.
Hmm.
He said that none of them were out there.
Guys, I requested on a different account.
Okay.
So drop me down on this one, I think. All right. So do I just play it on this phone? On my other phone and put it by this phone?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But undo TikTok from that phone. Like swipe out.
It's a different
Okay.
account. I think she's okay because she said she's on a different account.
It's okay. I swiped out anyways. All right. Let's see if this works better.
Yeah, fuck Jax, Courtney. I wouldn't even fucking associate with that fucking stupid bitch. She was the one that fucking started all this fucking protesting bullshit and had people fucking stalking me and shit. Fuck her. And you set the one in the dumpster. And then the other one out on the freeway that was found in the dumpster next to a dumpster. Or something, I don't know. He couldn't get her in the dumpster, or he did, or I don't know. He gave me all the details on it. Okay, so what happened with the one behind Walmart? He met up with her. Well, like we what? Were living at Nana's. I was at the camper. He met up with her. He had the journey. Okay, so did he act like it was a hookup or like what? It was supposed to be a hookup, and she told him no, and yep. Any girl that tells him no, he'll try to go. Okay, so why didn't you stop him then? Any girl that tells him no, he'll try to kill him. Because I didn't know it was him. I don't know why that's right. And before the cops come in the house, he said, great, go to the fucking jail. There's fucking three of them now. And you didn't do anything about that? You didn't tell the cops or nothing? I am not their fucking personal secretary. They need to fucking figure this shit out on their own. But you do know that even if you do get off all this and you know what you know, they're gonna still charge you for harbor being a fugitive or what the fuck ever because you harbor being for nothing. Harbor being. And harboring a fugitive for knowing what harboring? I didn't know that until fucking the cops come to the house and then he fucking looked at me and said that and then I fucking realized, oh wait a minute. When did he No, I do. I understand that completely, but the thing is you knew about it, you didn't release that information, therefore you were in it. No, I wasn't, and I did not have anything to do with that. But that's not how the court and all of them look at it. And didn't you say that he forced you with Rebecca? Because you said you kind of had something to do with it. So how was she setting it up? I was going to get married, one of you. But why'd you do it? You knew he had intentions. Because I figured I could protect my children. Okay, you failed to protect me. What made you think that? How did I fail to protect you? You sat there and... Alright, before I get into that part, I don't know, because the part that involves Bentley, not with your sister, but yeah, I followed that part. I wouldn't play that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, it is pretty deep. Yeah, that's Pete Goldie. Who's the girl in the recording? Mine is not Courtney, but that's Candy, her sister. Okay.
And Don was here for this conversation and just recorded it?
Don played it.
Yeah, but how did he get that recording?
It just took me a second to fast forward
Kimmy.
and then have to rewind to get my spot lined up right because I was like, I don't want to.
Miriam, you still awake, girl?
Kimmy was recording it.
How was that sleep? How was that sleeping? I don't know. I can't see you. My eyes are black and blue, Belly. They weren't like that when you went to jail. Yeah, I know. So what happened? He hit me on Sunday. Incarceration? No, before. No, don't even try that. We got your jail pictures. You had no black and blue eyes. They didn't come in until Thursday. I don't come on that easy, Belly, remember? Really? It's Sunday, got bruised. Yeah. You bruise very easily. No. When he kicked me and tried to take my leg off from underneath me, it took a week for that bruise to come out. Tried to take my leg off. When was that?
Wait, what?
Okay, now I got a serious question.
Take your leg out.
We only have a half hour. We're at 12 minutes 41. He was getting his notebook. Hold on. Why did you do it? Why did I do what? Why were you involved? I wasn't involved. Did you ever lie to me previous from this? Really? Yes. What was the motive behind it all? What gave him the feeling to do this, Mother? He said he wasn't going to do anything when him and your sister went and picked her up. Okay. Why? What was the... Why didn't you do the right thing with all these cases? You got it for lying to a police officer. What do you expect? And that's why they don't believe me for lying to fucking say anything. If you can say it. Why the fuck do you even care? If if you can say it and prove that it's true and everything, they will believe you. Have you asked them yourself personally for a lie detector test? Me and my lawyer are going around tomorrow about it. I'm telling her I want the fuck out of here. Give me a lie detector test. Give me some fucking cigarettes and some fucking caffeine and we can go right now. How was it done? How was what done? How was Rebecca done? I don't know. You said I done. Watched it. No, I didn't. I'm not protecting him anymore. I'm not going to say what he wants me to say anymore. I'm doing me, and I'm going to fucking do the right thing and fucking not lie about his fucking bullshit. Okay. I want out. I want with my kid. That's good, but you realize as soon as you get out, we will be doing family. My favorite part's coming up. Yeah, fine, okay. Oh no. Yes, you do. Because I think my head's fucked. I think everybody's head is at the moment. Apparently I've been hit in my head. By who? I can't see out of my left eye. And Joe's doing nothing about that? Nope. That's failure to protect an inmate. They don't care. That's suitable. Do you know if they found the baby yet? Courtney? They're not gonna find him. Why is that? Because Ashley had him to give him to Mike. And from there on, I don't know. If we called Ashley and asked her, would she agree with this? Ashley said that she wrote around fucking 20 million guns in her fucking van too. Come on. Okay, but would she agree to what you're saying right now? Do you remember the little baby she brought in the house? Yeah. So it was alive? Yeah. I thought you said he put it in his cooler. No. So why'd you lie about that? Because I wasn't supposed to know about it. And I figured it out. Bad talking. Okay. But why did you lie about it to me? Because you're 14. And that means what? You are a child. And you are my mother who murdered my sister. I did not murder your sister. Don't even try that on me, boy. You did fail to protect her. Your sister was there. Your other sister was there. How was I failing to protect her? Okay, so if I call Kimi right now, is she gonna agree to everything? Hell no, because she thinks she's gonna record her. Okay. You don't want her ass back in here. Do you blame her? Nobody wants to be in jail. Hell no, I don't blame her, but she needs to fucking knock this shit off. This is too hard on your mom. Well, what do you think she's doing that's interfering with you? I mean, what is she doing? She's being a lying bitch. How's she lying? How is she lying? What is she saying? What is that? Because when Rebecca was picked up, I sat in Kimmy's van waiting for them to get back. Okay. So you said you heard them talking. What were they talking about? Brad and Kimmy were talking about it after the fact that they were back at the house. What did you hear them say? Kimmy got out of the truck saying Kimmy had the baby. This other bitch had the baby. And then who had it when it died? Just my dude. It didn't die. The baby's still alive? Yeah. Where is this baby at? I don't know. I'm sitting in Washington County Jail. I have no fucking clue where he's at. So the bitch that walked in your house, Ashley, when I was there, supposedly she's the one that took the baby? Yeah, they met one point. And when she come there with the baby, that was the baby. Okay. Now, is there any facts to back this theory up? I'm not saying you're lying, but is there any proof that proves this right? Yeah, your mom just a lie detector test. And what if it fails? I'm not gonna fail, darling. What if you do? I'm not gonna. There's that possibility. What are you laughing about? My dad yelling at the car. Your dad? Ed. Why is Ed there? He's in jail for for an accident that he had over the summertime. Yeah, classic. If they let me out, give me my social, give me my fucking truck. Well, speaking of that, since it was, they took it, don't you have to pay for that to come back out? Because wouldn't you have to get mom's truck and the tape out, or whatever your other vehicle is? Escape, yeah. Yeah. They took it in for evidence. You might get it back in a shoebox. You might. Well, it wasn't used. How do you know that? Okay, but how do you know it wasn't used in the process of moving? What are you talking about? Her body was moved at points in times. How do you know it wasn't used for that? Because it wasn't my truck that was used, and I can prove that shit. I think I would have fucking known. Okay. You should. If it was used, you should definitely know. Because these cops think for 1 minute that they're gonna get close to that idiot. They've got another thing coming. What is that? They start messing around, and then baby's gonna go to somebody else. How do you know that for sure? Because they've already said that that baby will never go to Western County. Ever. Who said that? Ashley did when she was at the house. Okay. So that baby she had, that's Becca's? The baby that she had with her at that point was Becca's. Okay. And you've seen this baby, Bentley? Yes. Bentley's seen the baby, yes, he's seen the baby. She was trying to play it off that the baby was older than it was because she didn't want nobody to know, but no, that was the baby, Bentley. That was your nephew. So, was it the fucking baby that you sent me a picture of?
Bentley saw the baby?
That's what she's saying.
If there's any truth to this,
No, she's trying to use Bentley as an alibi, but it's Ashley and Rich's baby the whole time.
So you know where he's at? I have to fucking search for it, but I'm sure it's mine. At that point, you're interfering with a police investigation.
And I will say, I'm very proud that Bentley he sounds very intelligent.
The only one that is ever going to get this baby is Grandma. Who? Grandma. Why is that? Because they're gonna hand it right over to Grandma. To Grandma your question? You just said last time you talked to Bentley that you guys put the fucking baby in a goddamn cooler and shoved it down in the garbage tote down the fucking road, and now you're saying that Ashley has this baby? The baby's not dead. Ashley has the baby. But I seen Ashley at your house. Yeah. She did not have your baby. The first time she come to my house, she did. Did she not, Ellie? Yes, when the protesting was happening, yes. How the fuck did she get? Or the protesters. Oh, okay. So, y'all killed Rebecca, took her fucking baby, and supposedly this one ex-richest girlfriend now has it? Oh, do not even imply that. I didn't have anything fucking to do with it. But you told Bentley that you did. The first time he talked to you, asked him, and he said, well, yeah, kind of, Bentley. And those were your because I set it up to go get her. That is where I'm guilty. So who picked up Kimmy? Kimmy drove out there. Oh. I thought the van was broken. It was before the van broke, Bentley.
Yo, this is all lies. It's crazy. Every single thing is a lie.
When your sister first went missing, you know, then it broke. But before that, it didn't break. It was fine before your sister went missing, and then it broke right, like, not even a week later or some dumb shit like that or something. I don't know. Okay.
This is Courtney's sister, and Bentley.
And then what are you going to do with them? Turn them into the cops? Because that's what it needs to be done. That's exactly what I'd like to do. Me and my kid are going to go cruising, and we're going to go fighting. Your kid isn't going anywhere, Courtney. Your son is mine. You'll never have to see him again. My favorite part. Ever. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will once I prove it. No, you won't. Yes, I will. Ever. And that's the way it's going to be, and I'm not going to argue with you about it. That is my kid, Katie. And not no more, Courtney. You should have thought about that before you got yourself in this fucking big ass hole. I am not letting you take Bentley back, not after all this bullshit. There's no fucking way in hell. I have to be 6 feet under for you to come through me to get your son. That's all I gotta say.
Amen, girl. Amen.
I love her, girl.
Okay. We'll see. I'm not saying I'm keeping him from you, Courtney. I'm just saying you will never have custody of him again. Ever. That I don't give a shit about, but I will be hanging out with my son and doing shit with my son. With my supervision. I don't trust you to leave with Bentley. I don't
Why
trust
is
you to
this
bring him
even a
back.
conversation? She'll never be out of jail.
Kind of at this point, yeah, Courtney. Well, at this point, I can see why, but exactly. Trust me, this is not going to happen, and it's not going to fucking be like this because once I'm the fuck out of here, it's me and Belly. Oh, wait, fuck, man. No, we're not doing that. No more. Okay, you've said that. Okay, you've said that. No. Hold on. Come in between me and you, Belly. Hold on. You've said this before. How do I know I can trust you on this? This is within 1 minute. I don't care. Shut up. See what I'm going through? Yeah. I think my kid's more fucking important than fucking some damn man.
This part's gonna make you puke.
Say your goodbyes. I love you. I love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you too. Love you, Courtney. Love you too, Sophie. Bye.
The end.
Love you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna request up on my phone again. I gotta give the boyfriend back the phone. He was not very happy about giving it up.
Thank you. Tom, we said thank you.
Okay, will do.
So did she come up with the lie about Ashley having the baby at the protest because Chef saw that picture that she
Oh, for sure.
looked like she had a baby in her arms. I mean,
Sure.
she comes up with all of her lies off of all of Chef's stuff.
Did she say? Hold on. Did she say that? What did she say about Kimmy?
About what?
Kimmy being involved with the van.
That part was
No. So they were using the Kimmy's boyfriend's van to do their deliveries for newspapers. Remember?
Yeah,
And then it broke
van,
down.
right?
Sorry.
His parents' van, right?
Yeah, and then it
Isn't it
broke
his
down.
grandfather's van?
No, it was his the boyfriend's mom's van.
Yeah, the dad.
But then the mom was doing the paper route with the uncle's, or sorry, the grandfather's van, but they didn't want Kimmy to use it.
It was
I knew
really
there was a
hard for me to.
grandfather thing in there.
It was really hard for me to hear at the beginning. Did she say that Brad was accused of 2 other murders?
Yes,
Yeah, remember I
she did.
told you that? Remember I talked about that earlier? They're saying that allegedly they're looking into Brad for possibly being a cereal box unaliver. They really still are.
Wow, I don't remember. I might not have been in there when you were talking about that.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think
It's not-
That, or I might have done too much gardening. I don't know.
Snaps, remember I said that early?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember that too.
Did it
Yeah.
say that Bentley saw the baby?
Yeah, but
That's what
he's
she's
getting
saying.
no, but he's getting confused with Ashley's baby.
Yeah, she's trying to tell him that that wasn't Ashley's baby, that was his nephew.
Yes. Courtney tried to tell Bentley that that was not Ashley's baby, that was Rebecca's baby, and she was like, "Remember the night of the protest, Bentley? That was your nephew."
Oh my gosh.
He sounds so much more educated and just
Well, you can tell by now.
articulate than he
You
did
can
when
t-
he gave that
Yeah.
fake alibi. Sorry.
Well, you
No,
can
I'm
tell
saying
he's
like
not
you
loaded
can
up on
tell now that
medication.
you can tell now that the sister's probably got, since she's gotten control of him, he's probably regulated, and he's telling. What I really took away from this call is that it actually made my day, because I feel like there's hope with Bentley. He sounds pretty okay,
Well,
I agree, and I
and
think that
literally, he was that. I mean, like, they recorded that whole phone call. Like, I'm sure some of the things that were said and the questions that were answered were on purpose to, to get Courtney, and catch her in her lies or whatever. And they said everything that she said about the baby and it being passed from person to person and all that bullcrap was reported immediately to law enforcement.
They're listening anyway.
the police listened to all those calls. She's just
Yeah, they're all
incriminating
recorded.
herself even more.
The night of the protest, Ashley's baby wasn't there, though.
Remember the night we thought that she was carrying something in front of her?
Yeah.
That's the night they're talking about.
Yeah, and I think she made that.
She's only saying that because we were talking about it, but there was no baby ever there.
No, I know, I agree. Courtney's just trying to pin it all on Brad, and she's trying to say the baby's alive to get rid of that charge.
Yeah, I don't trust any of them. They're using her as an alibi.
Yeah, it's all more bullshit. Her one story didn't work, and so now she's coming up with another one based off of everything that people were speculating on and trying to ask questions about while this was all being investigated.
And what gets me is she thinks she's going to get out of there. Like, how stupid is she? I just can't get it.
Well, she's doing. She's using every last weapon that she has. But even the
When was
sister,
that
I
phone
thought she
call?
was even the sister. I thought she was mad cool for fucking saying that she'll never get Bentley again. And then
Okay,
she
you can
said,
have a
and then
minute.
she tells her she loves her, and then I just lost all credibility for that bitch too.
Okay.
When was that phone call?
But I wonder if she didn't say that just so that Courtney will keep calling and they can keep,
Nah,
getting.
Courtney will always call her. No, she has no one else to talk to.
Well, yeah, but I'm just wondering if they're trying to get information out of her as time goes on.
Okay,
Listen,
Snaps,
Courtney's
can you
just as
drop Sean,
calculated.
please?
Courtney is doing now with her sister and her son what she was trying to do on TikTok.
Right.
She's
Do you know
not.
when that phone call was?
I don't. I just was in a live today when it was played by Don, and he said that Kimmy recorded it. Kimmy's the one that recorded the phone call.
What's crazy is I knew about this phone call from like 6 months, like whatever, since it first happened. But the thing is I wonder what the situation with Don and Kimmy is to date, because I'm surprised he would give that up like that.
When I was on the live with Don there, Kimmy had gotten back from work across the street, supposedly, and brought his son Burger King.
Fuck, they just love that Burger King over there. Eh?
That's what I was just gonna say. What is it with him and Burger King?
Don't make Trust find out. He's gonna get jealous.
They're a throuple now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wasn't Trust Don just in live with Trust the other day?
He
Yep.
called me earlier to play it, and I was doing the Epstein thing.
Don did?
Yeah.
I thought you and Don were going at it.
Don's my abusive bitch. No matter what, he keeps coming back for more.
It's all about clout.
He's my abusive bitch. No matter how I treat him, he keeps coming back for more.
Don't start no mess, Alicia.
Well, it's true.
Chef K Snaps, I really hope both of you can get some rest and start feeling better.
You know what? I'm better. I'm just my throat is just raw.
I know. I feel fine. It's just like I sound terrible and I'm like so congested.
You know what? You're like, I think you're like a day or two behind me,
It took me a
because
week to get over it.
no, because remember 2 days ago I remember when I went to work with the cotton ball in my ear.
Yeah, that was after I was sick.
Aren't you still sick?
Yeah, but I was really like I was sick, like I couldn't get out of bed. So.
Yeah, that's how I felt, and then I got better, and then I woke up with that fucking. I couldn't. Okay, but my ear hurt. You just can't hear.
Yeah, my ear doesn't hurt. It did in the beginning, but it doesn't anymore. It's just blocked.
But I heard there was another phone call with Heather and Allie, a jailhouse call from. Is that lady's name Heather as well?
There was one between Allie, and Courtney.
Courtney.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about. Where's that one?
Did
Yeah,
she
I
say
heard
somebody
that
hit
in
her in the
live the other
head?
day.
Sorry?
Did she say somebody hit her in the head? I was having a real hard time
Yes,
hearing it.
she did say that.
In jail, right?
Yeah, but she said her black eyes were from Brad before she went into jail, and the bruises didn't come out until she got there.
Yeah.
So you know what then? You know what
Bullshit.
then? If that's the case, then that call was like early.
Yeah. It was. I think it was. I know that for Allie's and Courtney's was Christmas Eve. But yeah, I think it was.
No, in that
early
call,
on.
they also talked about Ashley being in jail and out of jail now. So I don't know if that gives any like meaning to when it
Yo,
was.
I'm calling her on Monday. I promise
Ashley.
you.
You can't just call her. You have to request.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop her $100, and I'm gonna ask her for nudes again.
Is she incarcerated?
I don't know where the
Who?
Forelli car is. School.
Ashley.
Well, I don't know about her. No, because she was in. Well, I mean, unless she got
She was,
incarcerated.
but I think she bonded out.
No, why was she bond? When did she get incarcerated?
She got incarcerated, from what I understood from the phone call. She got incarcerated for the stuff that happened at the compound.
Oh, I don't know, because she was at court.
Yeah, and then after she got incarcerated, she didn't show up to court anymore.
I don't know about that, because she
If
was
you
at
look
the.
on Vine Link, it's on there.
But I swear she was at the second last court date.
Delinda has Vine Link.
She wasn't at the. I don't think she was at the show cause or the one before that. But I saw her. I remember her walking in late to the third last court date.
For what?
What's her last name?
Oh shit.
Who are you talking
So
about?
do you know that she? So do you guys know that caveman actually has one of his babies?
What?
You mean?
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah.
As one of his babies?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pregnant with. She has a baby with him.
Ashley.
Ashley, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So she got one with Rich and one with him.
Yeah. Her newest is from.
So what you're saying is she knows how to pick them.
Oh fuck. She knows how to pick them all just as much as Brandon knows how to pick a godfather for his daughter.
In a second mom.
Yeah.
What
She
is her
said,
name? Her last name?
It starts with a
I don't know.
B. I don't know.
I have to look it up. I remember. I
I
had
don't know,
it.
but Bentley said, if I call Ashley, is she gonna do this? And Courtney said, she has millions of drugs in her van, Bentley. What do you think? I'm like, oh my gosh, and you have room to talk.
Dude, everything that comes out of her mouth is a
Everything was a lie there,
lie.
literally.
It is
Literally.
all a lie.
I'm
I'm
not
sure
gonna
that
lie.
they're like, dude, I don't even know.
I'm not gonna
Well, it
lie,
makes
man.
me
I kind of missed that case just listening to that voice.
I do too.
it
But you
makes
know what's
me
crazy
happy
though
that
is
Bentley sees.
they can't for any affidavit that they have, like of
They're so
Courtney
stupid
talking,
though.
they've got to say this. How do we know what's the truth and what's a lie?
The bitch has diabetes.
Why do you think it's so hard to release fucking disclosure?
I
Right.
feel bad for
Discovery.
Bentley because he's probably so effed up about that. Like, he has to know that she's lying about everything,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's
Oh yeah, you
sitting
can
there
tell he
listening
sees
to
through.
her.
He sees through
Listen,
her bullshit.
I will say though, fucking Bentley sounds brighter than Rebecca than fucking Kimmy.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
he does.
You can tell that he's not all medicated anymore.
Dude, Kimmy
Right.
was born with some like she's not. She's got
Oh,
some
there goes
learning.
there goes K-Snap sticking up for her.
I think Courtney was on rugs when she was pregnant with Kimmy.
I think it's
10% the truth or less. No, Mimi, you're giving way too much respect.
I think
10%, 0%.
it's like the Whitaker, like I don't know, like maybe a
I wonder if they've given up like if they've taken back that property.
Delinda lives right there, don't you? Have you been by the property lately?
I'm 45 minutes away.
Oh,
I don't live in Wexford County.
That
I live in a county that borders it. I'm in a tourist town.
that poor grandmother that lives in that little house by herself.
I know.
Did they own the property or was it a rental?
No, they were squatters.
Oh, lovely.
So the
That was so
sister,
funny too when she was like, "Give me back my truck," and Bentley's like, "Your truck's probably in a shoebox."
Wasn't the sister the one that was exposing all of the false pregnancy claims too?
yes.
I thought so.
So the sister seems kind of normal. Seemed really normal until the end, where she was like, "Love ya," just like what the fuck. But she definitely was like, "You're never like having custody of," but then she's like, "Love you." I don't. So Is that where
Who
Bentley
Maybe
knows?
she
is
does that
too?
for Bentley.
Who knows? Maybe she has a motive.
It seems like she would.
I don't know. If my sister unalived somebody, I don't think I could ever tell her I loved her.
That's facts.
Especially your niece.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And your
your niece and
nephew.
your great nephew.
Right.
No. Uh-uh.
Bro, that bitch came on TikTok so much lying that to the point where she probably doesn't even believe that she actually unalived her daughter anymore.
I was wondering that myself.
Like literally, like I think she came on here talking so much shit that it got to the point where she's like convincing herself that she didn't do it.
Yeah, even she doesn't know it's the truth anymore.
I love how she's trying to pin it all on Brad.
Dude, how that
And I
doesn't
think
replay in
Brad's
her
telling the
brain
truth.
over and over again, I don't know.
Huh?
How that doesn't replay in her brain over and over again.
Oh, she doesn't care to.
Oh my god.
How could you ever forget
So,
that?
She
So
never loved her daughter in the first place.
the other two unalivings, tell me about those. I must not have been in there when you were talking about
There
those.
was no, so there was there's a Walmart in that neighborhood, and there was and someone actually got arrested for it, but they're saying that Brad could have possibly been affiliated with it too. It was that one where the body was found in a trash can behind the Walmart or something. We had the name and everything. I'd have to go back and check, but just if you Google like Cadillac person murdered in Cadillac found in dumpster by Walmart or some shit like that.
And that was prior to Rebecca?
Yeah. A couple years back. They arrested a guy for it. Like he's in, but I don't know.
I will definitely look into that.
What did she say about, she said something about canteen. You guys remember that part?
Canteen?
Like filling up her commissary or something. Sorry.
No, she said she would go take a lie detector test if they'd give her caffeine and a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, she's probably dying right now for that.
I thought they had coffee in jail.
Yeah, fucking mud.
And she wants a
Smoke in
soda.
there?
Yeah, literally mud.
I didn't think they allowed them to smoke anymore.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. She wanted to smoke on the way to take the lie detector test.
It's actually
Oh.
but when I was there, they had instant coffee.
In
Okay,
prison
yeah.
you can smoke.
No,
Yeah. In New York.
Not in Michigan, you can't.
In New York.
actually in the States maybe because it's fucking. You guys still smoke inside, don't you?
No, but you can smoke outside, like visiting, unless they just
Yeah,
recently changed that.
They don't allow it in Michigan.
Yeah,
No,
Not California either.
even inmates were allowed to.
You can sneak a vape in probably.
Inmates were allowed to have. You're allowed to give cigarettes on in the packages.
Maybe on a shot, on
Dr. Green Thumbs, it's been forever. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen
Just a
you.
little trivia. Did you guys know that Kiss, the band, went to Cadillac, Michigan, to Cadillac High School on October 9th, 1975, after learning its football team used their music to psych themselves up for games en route to a conference championship?
Yes, I did know that.
There's
Mhm.
a picture in the choir room from when I was
That's pretty
in high
cool.
school. There was.
you're from Cadillac, aren't you?
I lived there for 2 years.
It's okay.
I
We know you're
wouldn't say
normal.
I'm
You
from there.
it,
I lived
it,
there for 2 years and went to school there for 2 years.
it's okay, Sarah. We know you're normal. You can say you're from there. One of very few. No.
Yeah, I was there in 8th and 9th grade.
That's pretty cool.
I did meet some
I
I did meet some
always
normal people from there though.
I
during this tape.
know the amount of people we met from with the Rebecca Park case is insane.
There's that one lady. She was cool.
Which one?
Thank you. I know
Michelle?
you're talking about me.
No, I forgot her name. She was like her. She was young, like she was in her like early 30s, and she was a hunter. And I don't remember, but
She was the one that was driving by, right? Checking
no,
out
that was
the.
that cuckoo lady. I know what you're talking about. She called out the dude that worked at the gas station there.
Oh
Oh
my gosh,
yeah.
yes, Nick.
Yeah, she's fucking wild.
That was hilarious.
Just drink 4 bottles of wine and come on fucking live.
She's like, I don't want to say his name, but yeah, and then she
You
just blurts it all out.
You do that.
Dude, she came on my live. She said what she said, and she threatened me after because 85 calls 85 calls were sent to that fucking gas station asking for a guy named Nick.
Oh shit,
Like, what did
that's
you?
funny.
Because she's mad at me. Like, the fuck did you expect happened? I had fucking 2,000 people in the live. No, nobody's gonna call.
I'm
Well,
surprised
I'm
it was
already
only
getting
85.
message requests.
It's like when Anya said, "All right, guys, don't tell anybody." But
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys a secret.
Oh, yo, hold on. Hold on.
I'm already getting message requests.
Jennifer Coffindaffer is talking about Nancy.
Coffindaffer.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the gifts, whoever sent them. Holy smokes.
Very specific words chosen here, not only saying, of course, we will pay, but begging, quote, to return our mother to us so we can celebrate with her, adding, it is the only way we will have peace. What are you watching? What are you making of this new video tonight?
Well, first of all, this is very directed. The exact words that are chosen and the words that are said are definitely directed by our behavioral analysis unit of the FBI. And what they're trying to make happen is hopefully contact and hopefully a way to open up communication, and if payment can be made, hopefully to track that. But I've got to tell you, I don't think this is about money. It just seems to be about torturing this family.
Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more about that when you say that.
Well, in the kidnapping scenario, the kidnapper typically truly cares about the money, so they make contact early before law enforcement is involved. They don't ever involve the media. It's a situation that they want to have. They want to strike right when that family is first upset, right after the abduction, so that they can hopefully get money in a reasonable amount soon. But instead, they sent these notes to the media. And by the way, they sent 2 notes to the local media. Then later, 12 hours later, I think when they weren't getting the media play they hoped, they sent another note to TMZ. Natasha, this just seems like screaming for attention and suffering for this family.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see the suffering for this family. I'm interested with your experience with the FBI. How does this work when there are enormous ransom demands? How does one decide to pay this in conjunction with law enforcement? Is it entirely in the family's decision-making sphere? How does one advise around authenticity or proof of life? And can this be traced effectively if it is sent to an anonymous Bitcoin or crypto account?
Well, proof of life is typically critical. The FBI will not recommend sending anything. But again, these are recommendations. It is truly up to the family because it is their loved one and that life that is in the balance. So it is up to them to make the decision. And I see here that it seems like they are saying they will pay. And they're trying, I believe, to lure this abductor into making contact and providing instruction to get payment.
I see, because these intermediate steps, of course, will be watched so closely by the FBI and by law enforcement here. If money is indeed, or currency is indeed sent, is it possible to trace it adequately if it is going to this protected and anonymous account?
Did you mute, Chef?
There's no sound.
Chevy?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me pull that back. Oh, I can't. It's fucking live TV.
Could be definitive. So what do you make? Authorities have not named a suspect or a person of interest. Do you think that is really the case, or are investigators simply playing things close to the vest? What do you read into the president's statements here? Well, I tell you what, it was such a juxtaposition as to the sheriff's position in this case. I mean, when you listened just hours earlier to the sheriff say, no suspects, everyone's a suspect, we don't know. Then you see the reward going up to $50,000. You see a complete reinvestigation, recanvassing. 2 times they go back and search. It doesn't look like they have the answers that the president speaks of, but then you never know what's going on behind the scenes. I do think law enforcement knows so much more than we know. Jennifer Koffendorfer, appreciate the analysis, the insight as always. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tonight, we do want to turn to Minnesota. Of course, you will remember a little boy, 5-year-old Liam Ramos.
Go ahead. Back to you in studio, okay, Snaps?
Thank you for that commercial break. Thank you for that commercial break. So we go to bed tonight, and same thing tomorrow. Probably a new ransom note. Az trying to come up. I don't see any requests.
No, somebody in the chat named Z-O.
You can drop me,
Is
K
trying to
Snaps.
get up and he can't figure out how to get up on a MacBook.
It's
So
Zoe backwards.
so
Delinda.
backwards.
Zoe backwards. Get it?
Az. We didn't get sent to film reverse media, right? Yeah, it got sent to media. All of them have been sent to media. This one was sent to her first.
He's.
Her news station.
Hey, how does somebody request up from a PC? That's what he's trying to do if you didn't see that.
How to request that from a PC? Can you just hit invite? Or
Do you have a
wait.
speaker on your PC?
Well, then let me try to invite him. Yeah, he is invited.
Yeah, E said that she sent him an invite, but
I think it was Savannah's KOLC or something like that. KOLC.
KOLD.
KOL.
KOLD, like cold, except with the K.
I was close. I'm really good at remembering numbers, not letters. Yes.
Well, thanks for letting me hang out with you guys today.
Of course. Anytime. Do you work weekdays and then have the weekends off?
Yes, Monday through Friday.
Are you watching the Super Bowl tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't like either team, so sorry.
Neither do I, Cindy.
Same.
Now we have 2 things in common. She lives near me.
And we're both short.
Snaps.
We're both short.
Yeah, we're shorties. Shorties.
Let's do a poll.
You start. You got liking them polls, huh? Hey, what happened to Mrs. Smith? She's the poll master. And I'm not talking about the ones you swing from.
She hasn't talked in a while. Is she awake?
Maybe not.
Probably not. All right, let's see. 5 minutes.
Ouch.
Who are you rooting for?
Oh. I can't take the poll.
Did you add a don't care to it?
Nope. So you gotta do one. You gotta pick one. Just pick one. Doesn't matter. Oh shoot. The poll's up top, right above the host box. Like a little
If you can't
clipboard.
if you can't see the clipboard, there's a timer counting down. That's what it looks like on my screen. It's just a timer.
Yeah, that's all I see too is a timer. Same thing when the treasure box come up. I only see a timer.
Seahawks are winning. I mean, in the poll.
I might bet on them. See, the thing is that Patriots fans think that I'm like dissing rooting for the Seahawks, but little do they know that every time I root for a certain team, the opposite team wins. So, thank you, Lily. So it's actually a good thing that I'm not rooting for them. Okay? Gosh, imagine the nerves of Drake May right now. You think he's sleeping, Chef?
Of who?
Drake May. The Patriots
Oh,
quarterback.
is he a player?
It's the Patriots quarterback. It's his second year in the NFL.
Good for him.
Not really, Ray Ray.
He's not going to win.
I agree. But there's always next year.
There was an Ohio
I know I'm
player
not
that
allowed
got
to
in
root for
trouble
that.
today.
I really do want Mac Hollins to win, though. That's the only reason I would want the Patriots to win. I hated that the Eagles won last year. I didn't want either team to win, but I hated that the Eagles won, but I love that Saquon Barkley finally won a ring. So I can, like, root for those things. Mac deserves one. What up, your probation officer? All right, we got a poll. We got a poll above the host thing that who are you rooting for? Take the dang poll. 31 votes, 143 people. The math ain't mathin'.
Click on the timer or the the clipboard on the top left-hand side. There should be a little blue clipboard. Click it, and you can go ahead and vote. So far, the Seahawks have 65.79%.
Are you guys excited for the halftime show?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm just a poor sport right now.
Who is in the halftime show?
I
Yes.
thought he
Bugs
was
Bunny?
just a
No.
comedian. I didn't even realize he did music until this.
Which one?
I did not just call him Bugs Bunny.
Bad Bunny. I saw a TikTok earlier that the girl was like, kept trying to like learn the lyrics to the song. She's like, I need to know the lyrics. Trying to learn the lyrics to Bad Bunny songs before the halftime show tomorrow. Dude, wouldn't it be fun to listen to all the old halftime shows?
I don't even know who that is.
I don't either.
Bugs Bunny.
I've
I
never
mean,
heard.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He's from Puerto Rico. That's all I could tell you.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know. Oh,
Tomorrow my
didn't
idea is to in the morning play like some of the halftime shows in the from the past. Prince, definitely Eminem, the Kid Rock one, Michael Jackson,
Snoop.
Snoop. Yeah, like wouldn't it be fun to watch all of them tomorrow?
That would be cool.
I'm totally there.
Didn't
So
Bad Bunny? Wasn't he dating Kendall Jenner?
50 Cent was a good one.
When are you gonna do that, K Stats?
Rihanna
so
and
Kid Rock,
NSYNC and
summertime song.
Aerosmith.
Oh no, we ain't doing Kid Rock.
No, she mentioned Kid Rock. I was just gonna say Kid Rock's summertime song is written about where I live.
Really?
Is it?
Yep.
What are you planning on
You
doing
don't
with
like
K
Kid
Stats?
Rock?
Again.
You know what? I liked him. I just didn't. I wasn't impressed on his Super Bowl halftime show.
We went to Stagecoach a few years ago, and when we were up there, because it's called country, we came out and we were watching one of the performers, and Snoop came out. That was like the best day of my life.
That sounds so cool.
Was it? That's so funny because a long time ago, probably before you were born, I used to go and buy tapes at the Compton Swamp. I'm echoing. Echo,
Sorry,
echo.
it's me.
I know you're not saying before I was born.
Yeah,
Ah,
I have 4 grandkids. I'm
that's
about to be
okay.
55.
I'm still older than you.
Okay, you win. I'll let you.
Oh yeah, those were good old days. That was before he even was anybody. Well, he was somebody, but before he got into the industry, I would go out there and buy tapes for $5. Gosh, those were the good old days.
He lives in Chino, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a lot of people that live in Chino, and that's just down the street from us. It's not really far.
Guess who lives in my neighborhood?
Who?
Mr. T.
Really?
I've never seen him, but he does.
You know who used to live right across the street from me when I used to live out there? Um, well, I don't know where you live. I don't really want to say it, but when I used to live out there, West Valley, I used to live across the street from Art LeBeau, from his studio.
That's
You,
wild. We also, Etta James lived in this area too.
really? You
Uh
would
huh.
never believe, like it's so weird. And we're walking amongst these people, and if you know them, like if you catch it, but it's like second nature here too. Like there's so many people that we just walk by because I'm not the type to be a fan kind of groupie kind of person. So if I see them, I see them and I just keep walking because I don't want them to be uncomfortable and I don't want to be all looking weird either.
Are you in the desert?
Yeah.
Okay. My husband used to work in the coves, and he ran on all of the rich people when he worked
Mm-hmm.
out there.
Yep.
Super wealthy out there.
Yeah, like in Trilogy. That neighborhood is insane. That's where Chris Jenner comes.
I'm gonna drop because I'm gonna go watch Housemaid finally.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down too and hopefully get rid of this congestion.
Is Housemate a series?
Yeah. And
No, it's a movie, but it's out on Prime now. It's
oh,
still in theaters.
is that
Is
the
it?
one
Okay.
that Kay keeps on asking me to watch?
Yes. Yes, and
Housemate.
I'm gonna watch it probably before you do.
So it is just a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. It just came out on Prime, I think, today. But it's $25 to buy. But I'd spend that going to the movies to see it.
Right. You're funny. You're a probation officer. Never,
Whoa.
never
They're
knew.
on News Nation, they're showing pictures of the people we were talking about this morning in the pool. Ew.
All right, I'm going to bed. Love you guys.
What was
Love
the
you. Good
final
night.
standings? What was your
Good
final on your
night.
poll?
Night.
Good night.
Seahawks by a million. Actually, there was a lot. It was like 46 to 14.
Well,
All right.
hopefully.
We'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys get some rest.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Stay safe.
Good
Lock the
night.
doors, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, love you. Bye.
Bye.